Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this here stream. And so we've got for Thursday night football, we've got the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints, two teams in the NFC fighting for playoff position here. Important game for both of these teams. And we're about to find out in a second who's going to win this one. And so the Cowboys kick things off. And let's see if we're going to return. There's going to be no return. So the Saints are going to come out first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So we're going to see Taysom Hill coming in for the New Orleans Saints in this one. And so this will be his first start at the quarterback position this season. Of course, last year, he filled in for Drew Brees last year. He went 3-1 as a starter. But ultimately, this year, he came in, competed with Jameis Winston. It was Jameis' job. Jameis was hurt, but he was already hurt. He actually got hurt on a pass play where he got a concussion. And so this is his first game that he'll get to start since that injury there. And so we're going to see how the offense looks with him, but they're hoping that the return of him, having Mark Ingram in the backfield, because no Alvin Kamara, but they're hoping this will be enough. They take the snap. He bootlegs first pass. He throws to the receiver there, and it's completed. So it's going to be a gain of 6 yards on the completion. So that's going to take it to about the 31-yard line. So now we got 2nd and 4 coming up for the Saints. So Braden 18, what's going on with you? How's it going? Thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you here. What's your final score projection? But thank you so much for joining me for this Thursday night football game. Meanwhile, that completion right there is a gain of about 12 yards on the play. So that's going to be a first down for the Saints. You see Taysom Hill, they're already utilizing that athleticism that he brings there. He threw that pass. Excellent pass getting it there, because if that pass was off, it could have been picked off there, but great job getting that. He's 2 for 2 for 18 yards here on his first 2 passes. Here he goes in the shotgun formation. You've got, let's see, 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 2 towards the top. 1 receiver goes in motion. Hill's looking. He's going to throw it to the back. This Mark Ingram. Ingram makes the first guy miss, but he's brought down for a loss of about a good 2-3 yards on that pass play. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yes, we're almost at the weekend. That's a great sign. That means Thursday night football, and what a game we've got here. Cowboys on the road at the Saints. You got the Cowboys winning 31-17. I like it. I like it. I think the Cowboys do win. I feel the Saints will have a little bit more juice in this one. I'm going to go ahead and say Dallas wins 31-26. Meanwhile, they hand the ball to Ingram. He picks up about 2 yards on the carry. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10. Again, this is the first drive of the game. Taysom Hill, he's 3 for 3 for 16 yards so far on this drive. All right, so here we go. It's 3rd and 10. You've got Taysom Hill in the shotgun. All right, Montgomery goes in motion. You've got 4 receivers on the play. He takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to throw it, and then, he's going to lose some yards on this one. So he got the completion, but he's been better off dropping that one because he lost about 6 yards on the reception. 80s, what's going on with you? How's it going? How is it going? Hope that you had a great week, but yeah, let me know how you're doing as well as who you got winning this one. Cowboys defense comes out and immediately gets the stop here, and so the Saints have got to punt the ball here on their first drive. Taysom Hill came out. He was 4 for 4, but ultimately was unable to pick up the first down there, so they're punting the ball. Let's see if we're going to get a return here. We will get a return. Let's see. He's at the 20. He's still on his feet, gets brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Dallas will take over their first drive of the game from their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. We're going to look and see this Cowboys offense. And this offense, you look around, there's a lot of pieces that they've been missing throughout the year that's going to be back out there right now. And so I'm excited to see these guys out there on the field together. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen these guys all out there together, whether we're talking Gallup, whether we're talking CeeDee Lamb, all these guys with their injuries. So having them all out there, that's going to be huge. I'm going to be interested to see how much of the Cowboys going to be looking to run. And when they do run the football, how much of that's going to be going to Zeke? How much is that? It's going to be going to Tony Pollard. I know they're going to be looking to increase Tony Pollard's carries and stuff. We'll see how that looks here. But if they can get a good running game, I feel that'll open up the passing game in this one. But we're currently right now at the commercial, and again, when we come back, it's going to be Cowboys football for their first drive of the game here in the first quarter with 11 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. We're all tied up 0-0 right now. First drive of the Cowboys coming up. Let's see, 80 says, I've been okay. Work sucks. Thanks. And so, yeah, I understand that. Believe me, I understand that. Yes, but we're almost at the weekend here, which means there's going to be a lot of conference championships when it comes to Saturday for football. And obviously, we know Sunday, huge day in the NFL, as well as Monday Night Football next week as well. So a lot of good football to look forward to. That should make it a little bit easier right now, just a little bit. I know you're rooting for the Saints to win this one, but do you have the Saints winning this one? And he says that I heard Taysom Hill said he's going to prove to JB that he's worth the $50 billion. He's got a lot to prove. He's got a lot to prove. Before he can show me that he's worth $50 billion, he's got to show me that he's worth $50 million first. It's baby steps. You got to work your way up there. But absolutely. I mean, he's certainly worried about his completion percentage. I'll say that. He's 4-4, 10 yards there. So he's getting the completions on that first drive. Let's see. 80 says that Taysom Hill is all gimmick. Meanwhile, Dak takes a snap. He play fakes. He's looking. The offensive line is protecting. Dak's going to move. He throws it on the run, and it is incomplete. He was going for CeeDee Lamb there, but it was incomplete. The play looked nice, but ultimately, if you don't make the catch, it doesn't matter. 2nd and 10 coming up here. This game, I think it's going to have to be a lot on Dak's shoulder here. It'd be nice if they can get the run game going, but he's probably going to have to end up airing it out there for at least 250 plus in this one. But here he goes in the shotgun. You've got, let's see, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. The tight end, Schultz, goes in motion. They take the snap. They hand it to Zeke. Zeke, he's being patient. Zeke, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, doesn't gain anything else. So far, great first 2 plays here by the Saints. They would love to go out there and get a 3 and out. All right, so they're going to want to hurry up offense here. They want to get some tempo going. Again, we know that Dan Quinn, he's very familiar going against Sean Payton. We'll see how that comes into play in this one. But Dak in the shotgun. You've got your 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, your 1 tight end towards the bottom, and you got Zeke, the running back, that's next to Dak. So Dak takes a snap from his own 23. Saints send 4. He stands in the pocket. He throws. Incomplete. He was going for Noah Brown on that one. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So the Cowboys are going to end up punting the football here on their first drive. 3 and out. 80 says 3 and out. Hi, JB. And so I get it. It's a big game here. If the Cowboys lose, I know you would love that for your Eagles and stuff. I get it. Let's see. Punts on the way. All right, so it's fair caught there, but there is a penalty. Referees got to make their presence known somehow. All right, let's see what the referee is going to call here. Okay, so the guy on the kicking team, they say ran out of bounds on his own there. I see that. Can't do that. They won't let you get away with that. They won't let you get away with that. They see it. He says another flag game. And so, yeah, another one. So now we're going to go ahead and re-kick. It looks like they're going to go ahead and re-kick. So it's going to be 4th and 15 now from Dallas's own 18-yard line. They're going to go ahead and re-punt the ball again to the Saints. All right, so we're getting ready for the re-punt here. All right, so here we go. We're about to see the punt again. This time, hopefully there'll be no penalty to make them re-kick again. All right, nice clean snap. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. He catches it, and he's going to try to make a return here. First guy falls on his face. Oh, he made the second guy miss. That was nice. Some nice movements right there, but ultimately they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Oh, hold on a second. And so let's see. Old man, thank you so much for coming through, buddy. How's it going? Hope that you're having a great week, man. How's it going? And you say, what's good, everyone? You already know JB streaming. I got to click on and listen and watch. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. 80 says, medical update, Dallas coach has an IV and Ben & Jerry's going on. Hey, I'm going to take that Ben & Jerry's from him. Tell you that much, 80s. Tell you that much. And so, but absolutely, guys. Absolutely. But yeah, this is going to be the Saints' second drive of the game. So neither team was able to get anything going there on the first drive. Taysom Hill, at least he was 4 for 4 on his first drive. So he was getting the completions, just wasn't getting a lot of yards out of it. But you can see with Taysom Hill, obviously, they want him on the run. They got him on the move. Anything to just use his ability so he can take off and run if it's not there, or at least to force the defense to have to watch out for that. And so expect to see that the rest of the way. Having Mark Ingram in the backfield, that's going to definitely help the Saints when it comes to just being able to run the football a lot better than the last time we saw them out there. So that's going to be good. Let's see. Old man says, my uncle is a big Texans fan, said there's rumors that the Texans will either try and trade Cooks or cut him in the offseason. You think he'd be worth bringing back? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think Brandon Cooks, not only will it make sense to bring back, in my mind, I'm pretty sure he's going to come back to the Pats, because where else would he want to go right now where you can compete for, playoffs, compete for a championship and still be the man? I mean, he's already went to a situation where he was with the Rams where he played third fiddle. He found out that wasn't fun. He went to Houston to be the man, but losing isn't fun. But you can still be the man in a system in which he showed great appreciation for his time in New England before, so he knows what to expect. And so I say do it. I say it's going to happen. It just makes too much sense not to happen. It just makes too much sense not to happen. All right, but here we go in the first quarter here. 10 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're all tied up 0-0 here, but the Saints are coming out for their second possession of the game, and let's see if this can result in some points or if this Cowboys defense will stuff them again. They're going to hand it to Mark Ingram, and Ingram, he goes forward, picks up about 5 yards already. And, man, just having someone like Mark Ingram in the backfield, that's an upgrade from what we saw last time, and you can already feel the impact there. So here we go, 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Saints. Again, they're at home right now. Their record on the season is 5-6. So if they can find a way to win this game, that'll put them at 6-6. And being 6-6 is a lot different than being 5-7. Best believe that. Hill's up under center now. Receiver goes in motion. Went back in the backfield. They play fake. Hill's looking. Hill feels the pressure. Hill throws it away. And, he threw it to a receiver. Wasn't caught. Wasn't caught. The referee says no. Wow. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. Show me a replay. All right, so he went for it, and I definitely missed that the first time around. All right, so that's definitely an incompletion. Definitely an incompletion. Let's see. Old man says, time to see if Sean Payton right about Taysom Hill being Steve Young, or is he a bust? If you're giving me that comparison, I like the odds of him being a bust rather than being the next Steve Young there. But only time will tell. All right, so here we go to the shotgun. 2 receivers, couple tight ends, 1 running back out of the shotgun. Cowboys sending pressure. He fakes it to the back. He's moving. He's going to throw it on the run. It's caught by the wide receiver there. And so Humphrey there picks up 25 yards and takes it all the way to about that Dallas 40-yard line. Look at that. Talk about a mistake in coverage. I could have completed that pass. Let's see. 80 says bust. The only thing that you can compare them about is probably the salary with how much money they're choosing to pay Taysom Hill. That's the only conversation you can have in terms of just comparison, how much money they made in the season. That's about it. They hand it to the back. Ingram picks up about a good 3 yards on the carry. Braden says he's definitely not Steve Young. And so there you go. I believe if Steve Young heard the comparisons, he'd be insulted himself right now. I mean, let the kid go out there and prove what he got, but come on now. Steve Young, come on now. No. But here we go. 2nd and 6. You've got Hill up under center. Got a tight end, a fullback, a back. They're going to hand it to the back, and the back is brought down. He loses a yard in the carry, so that's going to make it 3rd and 7 coming up. 80 says, JB, could you make that pass in real life or Madden? That's the question. I feel a lot more confident about my abilities in Madden now, but I can make that throw in real life too. I'm pretty sure I can. At least half the time. I tell you what, I can throw it a lot better than Baker Mayfield can. I'll tell you that much. I can do a lot better than he can. But here we go. Hill out the shotgun. He's going to step up. He throws it, and it's incomplete. 4th down coming up there at the Dallas 38-yard line. So he took a deep shot there to Callaway. It just wasn't there. Incomplete. Let's see. 80 says JB can make that pass in both. I appreciate the support there. Someone believes in me. So if the Saints want to write me a check like that, go ahead. All right, so we're going to get a field goal attempt here from the Saints. All right, this will be about a 56-yard field goal attempt. All right, kick is up. And it's definitely no good. Yep, no good. Never had a chance. Pushed it way too far that time. So that's going to be no good on the kick. And let's see. Old man says, give me JB over 60% of these NFL starting quarterbacks. I appreciate that. That I do. I tell you what, though, there's some quarterbacks that have started that I definitely feel I could have started over. I'll give you that much. But right now, the Saints missed the field goal there, so the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dallas' 38-yard line when we come back from the commercial there. And so the Saints, they move the football there, but ultimately the drive ends up with no points there. And we're here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the first. And so 80 says, missed the kick. And so, yeah, he missed it all right. Never had a chance. And so now the Cowboys will get a chance here to try to get stuff going. On that first drive there, they weren't able to get a yard, actually, because Dak Prescott, he was 0 for 2. Zeke, 1 carry, no yards. So they were never able to get things going here. And we'll see. I mean, there's one thing about this Cowboys team. We'll find out early on what type of day is it going to be. I mean, like, sometimes they wait till, like, later in the game to get things going, but you may not want to play around and wait too long and give the Saints that ability to start getting some confidence on defense there. They still possess a pretty good defense. Obviously, when your offense can't move the football, it does hurt how your defense look. But with Taysom Hill out there, we'll see how that's going to impact this offense in the long run for this game. But yeah, Cowboys definitely want to go out there and try to score. Yes, Bram says, who do you think is the worst starting quarterback right now? The worst starting quarterback in my mind, when I think of who's the worst starting quarterback, I have to go upon, if I could choose any quarterback right now, who would I least want to start for me right now? And that person is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is the one I don't want starting for me right now. Now, there's some other quarterbacks I probably could go with, but I feel like those guys haven't started long enough this season to actually, be able to say that. But Baker Mayfield right now, because currently he's banged up. So in my opinion, I'm like, he's not even 100% right now. And it's clearly evident he can't throw the football anywhere. And so he would be the biggest liability on a football field. At least Jimmy, when you give him time, he can make some throws and stuff, guys like that. I would not want Sam Darnold, but he's not starting right now, so I can't say him. Meanwhile, the pass there caught, and that is caught by Noah Brown with the reception. I am very fond of Noah Brown, I will say that. He picked up 9 yards on the catch there. Let's see, old man says, JB better than Baker, Big Ben, Jimmy, Sam Darnold, and Matt Ryan. Just name a few. Absolutely. I keep telling Arthur Blank to send me that check. Write me that blank check. I'll go be cool. I'll be Mike Vick part 2. All right, here we go. Zeke up the middle. He picks up 3 yards on the carry. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Saints 42-yard line. So first down there for the Cowboys. And 80s is not happy about that first down. All right, here we go for the Cowboys. Out of the shotgun formation, you got the tight end going in motion here, 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. He takes it, he's bootlegging, he throws a quick pass there, and it's caught by Brown. I wonder how many people started him in their fantasy football team this week. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Second and 5, 1 back in the backfield here. Got a couple tight ends, 2 receivers. Prescott takes it, hands it to the back. The back, Zeke, he's going. He picks up 2 yards before being slammed to the ground. 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, here we go. So they're hurrying up to the line here in the shotgun, no backs in the backfield. Dak takes it. He throws a quick pass. That's Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard is brought down even quicker. So now you've got 4th down coming up. What a stand by the Saints defense. What a stand there by the Saints defense. And yeah, they're doing a great job there. But look at the Cowboys here. They're hurrying up to the line here. They're looking like they're going to go for it. He fakes it to the back. He sees the pressure. He throws it, and it's behind CeeDee Lamb, incomplete. So they gambled, and it's incomplete. Wow, why do you do that right now? I mean, you see how the Saints offense has struggled to move the football last couple games. I get it. Taysom Hill, they went down there, they moved, but even still, you don't want to give them a short field position and allow for them to be at the point to where they can get the first points of the game and start building confidence, because I believe right now they're at a point, if they can build confidence, that'll help improve their offense. That's what they're missing right now. It's just the confidence in each other offensively. And so with Taysom Hill in there, you never know. He can provide that. But you basically gift them excellent field position and all like that. So come on now. Come on now. This 80 says more like the prequel of Mike Vick. And so, hey, come on now, 80s. Come on now. And so 80 says, shot at the first down, JB. And so 80 says, Saints taking over. And so they're taking over all right. Old man says Cowboys starting to fall apart. Let me guess, it's Jason Garrett. Speaking of Jason Garrett, man, what if he was like the surprise coach for this game? Like he came in and all like that. Nobody invited him. He's like, I heard there's an opening for the game, so I'm just going to coach you guys one last time, something like that. Old man says, is that Dak or Baker out there? And so, hey, I mean, it looked like a Baker type of pass. That it did. But again, we're all tied up 0-0. Neither team has scored. We're still in the first quarter. Got 5 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. And so the Saints did move in the field goal position. They missed it. Cowboys just went for it, and they ended up not getting it. So therefore, now we're gonna see what the Saints can do here. And can the Saints capitalize on the turnover on downs, and can they get some points here? AD says that JB would love Jason Garrett coaching Spencer Rattler. Man, don't sign me up for that. Don't sign me up for that. No. The only way that's going to happen is if we bring back NFL Europe. That's it. That is it. All right, so we're getting ready to come back from commercial here. There you go. All right, so 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. You got 4 receivers, 1 back. Hill takes it. It's a quarterback direct draw there, so that play was intended there. He picks up 3 yards on the carry. Now 2nd and 7 coming up. And so, yeah, that's right. How many times do you hear an NFL Europe reference these days? But that's the only time I want to see Jason Garrett coaching the Baker Mayfield is if it's NFL Europe. That's it. All right, 2nd and 7. You got Hill up under center here. Got a tight end, 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Play fake. Pressure's there. He steps up. He throws it. Incomplete. Excellent coverage by Brown on the play there to get up there and swat that one away. This is where that accuracy is going to be very important for a guy like Taysom Hill. You know, like all that moving around and stuff is only as good as you are accurate. So you got to be able to throw your guy open sometimes. Well, here they go in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Hill takes it. Hill throws it. And it's incomplete. Like, dude, like, where are we throwing at? Where are we throwing at? And so Eddie says, flag JB. Let's see, Braden says they should just run quarterback draws with Hill all game. They really should. I mean, just pull out the old Oklahoma special. Run some Caleb Williams type of plays for this man. Or better yet, pull out the Tebow special from back in the day at Florida. Something. And so, okay, we're going to get a return here. Okay, look at CeeDee Lamb here. Okay, he takes that one all the way to the 20. I like that return there. So the Cowboys get to take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Again, we're still tied up 0-0 in the game here in the first quarter. It's been a defensive matchup out there so far. It's really going to come down to who can find their accuracy in this game first. That's what it's going to come down to. As Eddie says, I think your boy is in over his head. That is not my boy there. That is not my boy. And so let's see. Old man says, I would take Jason Garrett as a head coach if the season was still 16 games. And if I'm the Jets, Lions, Texans, Falcons, 800, better than under 500. There. You know what, old man? You know what? That's actually not bad, especially in the case for someone like Detroit or Houston. Absolutely. 80 says, was there a state in the receiver? I believe that he was somewhat in the same state on that one, but clearly a disconnect on that one. Clearly. 80 says, Oklahoma special. Well, I guess now you can call it the USC special since Lincoln Riley's going to be going down to USC, so I guess you can call it the USC special now. 80 says, where's Mike and Michael? I've been worried about Mike. I know Mike's been taking those Buffalo losses pretty hard, but his team just won, last time we saw them out there, so, definitely looking out for him. And as for Michael, that's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm hoping that they show up soon. That's a good question. We got to send a search party out for him. Absolutely. But again, right now we're all tied up 0-0 here in the first quarter. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So far tonight, Dak Prescott, he's 3 of 6, 15 yards passing. You've got way too many weapons to just have 15 yards passing right now. Taysom Hill, he's 5 of 9, 35 yards through the air. Neither quarterback has been sacked, no interceptions from either one, and no touchdowns from either one. The Cowboys have ran the ball 3 times with Zeke for 5 yards. And for the Saints, Mark Ingram has carried the ball 4 times, 9 yards. Taysom Hill 1 time for 3 yards. Yes, the old man says, as long as we have JB, we're good. You're right about that. You're right about that. Absolutely. What do you mean he hurt his finger? Who? Ain't nobody hit him. Here we go, one back in the backfield. This time, Tony Pollard, he comes in. He picks up a yard. Now we got 2nd and 9 coming up from the Dallas 21-yard line. Let's see, it says he'll hurt his hand. Yeah, I guess it hurts to use accuracy. Is it really that bad? To where Trevor Siemian he thought he was going to take the night off. Y'all finna put the man to work. Meanwhile, they hand it to Pollard, and he picks up 2 yards on the carry. I tell you what Mike's trying to do. He's trying to win Terry's money right now. That's what he would say he's doing. He's trying to get Terry's money. All right, here we go. It's time that we get some type of big play or big conversion or something going here. 3rd and 7. All right, we're out of the shotgun here. Tony Pollard's the back end there. We've got 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers on the play. The Saints are showing pressure. Will they send it? Dak takes the snap. Saints send forward. Dak throws it. He gets hit while he throws it. Speaking of hitting, he hits Amari Cooper for a deep pass there. Coop picks up 41 yards there and takes it all the way to the Saints' 36-yard line. There we go. There we go. Finally, a big-time play happens. And, of course, Amari Cooper with the reception. And 80s is not happy about that. 80s is like, put me back there in coverage. I'll do a better job. We've got 1 back in the backfield. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. It's going to take the snap, fake it to the back there. Dak's looking. He throws it to the ground. Incomplete. Incomplete. There's a penalty out there. Oh, boy. Let's see. What now? All right, so they picked up the penalty. Eddie says, high intentional grounding. Eddie's is like, that's the only call to make right now. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 15 coming up. All right, we got, let's see, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Dak up under center, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. He's bootlegging, he's looking, he throws it to the tight end there. And the tight end, he picks up some yards there. About a good 5 yards on that one. Second down coming up. I'm sorry, that's like 2 yards there. All right, so we go one back in the backfield. You got two receivers at the top of the formation. They throw a quick pass there to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, look at CeeDee Lamb turn on the Jets there. And he is brought down about a yard shy of the end zone. So if you've got him on your fantasy football team, you are mad he did not get the extra yard to get in there. But man, what a play. What a play. You had to know that quick pass was an option there. And what a play by CeeDee Lamb, taking it all the way to the 1 yard line. Let's see. Old man says Cooper showing up in an away game. Someone has to be wearing Cooper's jersey. How about that? But you've got 3 wide receivers now out of the shotgun. Zeke's in there. I think they're going to hand it to Zeke, but he's looking to pass. He throws it up there, and is it caught? Is it a catch? I think it's a catch there by Michael Gallup. So how about that? How about that? Each receiver has already made a big play in this one of the big 3. That's definitely a touchdown there. It does not get any more crystal clear than that. That's a touchdown. Excellent throw. Excellent job to get your feet down in there. That's a touchdown. Let's see, Eddie says, damn, JB. Let's see. Braden says CeeDee Lamb is a stud, an absolute stud. That he is. That he is. Old man says, man, come on, CeeDee, I have you on my fantasy. And so, oh, man, old man. Oh, man, that's tough. So you fell a yard shy of getting that fantasy touchdown. And this late in the season, we're really playing for keeps at this point. So that's big. But speaking of bigs, that was a big touchdown right there for the Cowboys there to take the lead and score the first points of the game there. So now they're up 7-0 in this one. Dak Prescott connected with Michael Gallup there in the corner of the end zone for the 1 yard completion and a touchdown for the boys. And now they're up 7-0, and we'll see what the Saints can do when we come back from the commercial there. But Dak, he had some big-time throws on that drive there. He was 7 of 10 for 97 yards. Through the air so far in this game, and 1 touchdown. No interceptions, has not been sacked so far in this one. And that's exactly what the Cowboys offense needs to get rolling now. And so AD says, he still says no touchdown. He still says no touchdown. Braden says, get those toes down. That he did. That he did. Michael Gallup, the forgotten one. All right, so kickoff's about to be on the way. Again, there's just 59 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Saints will get the football, and they are now trailing 7-0 in this one. Again, Taysom Hill so far in this game, he is 5 of 9 for 35 yards. He's averaging less than 4 yards of completion. There's been a couple times there where he's just missed the receiver. The receiver was open. And then on those 50-50 passes, his ball placement could use a little bit of work right now. If he puts better ball placement on some of those, I believe his receivers can go up there and get the football. But he did hurt his finger there. He did hurt his finger. But I see that he's back out there. That's a good sign if you're the Saints. So here we go. 1st and 10 for New Orleans. Fullback goes in motion there. Up, you got a lineman that moved. What was he thinking? What was he thinking? Why would he move like that? If you move like that, then I'm thinking that you just saw the defensive player move. I don't know what he's doing out there. Let's see. Mean Dealer 420, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, 420? How you been? How you been? I know you got the Cowboys in this one, but what's your final score projection? But what's good with you? Hope you've been doing all right and that you're having a great week. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill, pump fakes. He's looking deep, and he completed it deep. Okay, he completed it to Johnson in the deep right for 27 yards, and now they're at almost midfield. They're at their own 47-yard line. Show me that replay there. Look at that. The defender stayed on his outside shoulder the entire time. Taysom Hill threw a great pass there towards the middle, and he caught it. He caught it. He caught it, but it came at a price because he's currently being looked at right now by the medical staff. You hate to see that. You get a big play to happen, and then boom, he gets hurt. All right, so 420 says the Cowboys are going to win 27-17. Okay, I see you. Okay, 27-17. And so, Jay in the Bay, what is going on with you? How's it going, man? How's it going? I'm hoping that you're having a great week there. And so, how are things going? I know Niners Nation right now, they have got to be feeling pretty optimistic about what's to come, especially facing Seattle. You guys got a nice chance against the Seahawks, especially the way that Russell Wilson's playing right now. There's definitely an opportunity to go on the road and get that W. So I know you guys are hungry about that one. But what's going on with you? Meanwhile, right now, everything is paused right now because Johnson, he got injured on the play. He got 27 yards. It was a great catch. But then when he went down there, we're looking to see what's actually wrong with him in terms of his injury and stuff. But hopefully it's nothing serious, hopefully. Let's see. Old man says, I had Gallup, but traded him for Aaron Jones because Henry got hurt. Now Aaron Jones got hurt and is hurt, questionable. So you were able to trade Gallup straight up for Aaron Jones. I know Gallup, he missed some time from himself due to the injury, but that's interesting right there. That is interesting. Then again, in my league, nobody makes trades. Let's see. Braden says his neck got bent. That it did. Yeah, I saw in that replay. His neck did get bent on that one. Definitely hoping that he's okay, though. Definitely. All right, but this time you got Hill up under center here. He's going to take the snap. They're going to hand it to Mark Ingram, and Ingram picks up 2 yards on the carry there. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're at their own 49-yard line, and that's going to probably take us to the end of the first quarter. So the Cowboys lead this one 7-0, but the Saints, their offense is showing signs of life. They went down there earlier, was in field goal range, but they missed the field goal. Kicker missed it far right. I mean, way far right. But, yeah, so they're looking to try to get their first points of the game, but they trail 7-0 in this one. But we'll see what they can do with the football when we come back from the commercial as they face 2nd and 8 from their own 49-yard line. All right, let's see where I am right now. All right, so 420 says, last couple of weeks, I have been miserable. Hate to hear that, man. Hate to hear that. And so, but yeah, man, I absolutely hate to hear that, man. Hope things are looking up for you. You say, let's see, glad to. Yep, yeah, your receivers are coming back, and so I mentioned that earlier because you guys had so many guys that was hurt, whether we're talking Gallup, and obviously Coop missed some time, obviously CeeDee Lamb, all those guys. Then it was just musical chairs. And so to have those guys back out there in the field together, obviously Dak Prescott, he had his injuries he was dealing with. So to see all of those guys back, minus, Mike McCarthy, it's a good sign for the Cowboys. And so you say, we're back. And you say Cowboys D-line looking scary. And so there you go. 426, wait till Randy Gregory comes back. And so, absolutely, Micah Parsons is the beast. Yeah, defensive rookie of the year. And so, old man says, yeah, my brother's a big Cowboys fan, and he really doesn't do fantasy. So, he doesn't? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's how you were able to pull that off. I was like, who would give up Aaron Jones for that? I mean, don't get me wrong, Gallup's great, but Aaron Jones, he can get you some points now. He's cost me a couple times. 80 says, great catch, don't count anyone out, JB. And so I get what you're saying. Old man says, man, Gallup would look real nasty in the Patriots uniform. Hey, he would now. He would. And so, Cindy, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope that you're doing well. And you've got the Cowboys. Excellent. Give me a final score projection if you got a final score projection. But, hey, definitely got you there with them Cowboys for sure for this one. Absolutely. And so Jay says it's all good. That's what's up. And you say who I got winning tonight? Oh, I got the Cowboys winning this one. I definitely got the Cowboys winning this one. I'm feeling pretty confident in the Cowboys winning this one tonight. I do. Especially with the defense that they got, how they match up against the Saints. I feel like right now for the Saints, they certainly, in order for them to have a chance, they need to continue to get big plays like what we saw from Johnson. And if they can get plays like that to get going, yeah, if they had Alvin Kamara, then I would really be looking like, okay, what they're going to do. But nah, I like the Cowboys odds in this one. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill takes a snap, and it's deflected by the defensive line. So that's an incompletion right there. Third down coming up. So 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, the defensive line, good job getting the hands up, batting the ball down, forcing 3rd down. Now, 3rd and 8, this is when the defense got to eat. Taysom Hill takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to run, and he picks up the 1st down before sliding. He picked up at least a good 10 yards on the play. At least a good 10 yards on the play. Yeah, that snap did happen pretty fast, though, because the defense was just trying to line up on that one. All right, so here you go, 1st and 10. Again, the Cowboys lead this one 7-0, but the Saints, they're trying to get something on this drive. They take the snap. He moves. He throws it on the run. It's caught by the wide receiver there. And Harris, he picks up 9 yards on the reception. That's going to make it 2nd and 1. So most of the time when Hill's going to take the snap, he sends the move out there on the field, as they love to get him on those bootlegs and situations to where he can use his feet as an advantage there. Let's see, 420 says that Micah Parsons is now an 85 overall. Okay, 420 says waiting for his superstar abilities to come out. Oh, it's going to happen soon. 420 says DeMarcus. Okay. Meanwhile, Hill takes a snap. And he hands it to the back, and the back gets the 1st down and then some. That was Montgomery with the 9-yard carry. So now 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, I like the Cowboys to win too. All right, so we got a lot of Cowboys here. I believe 80s, you're by yourself when it comes to the Saints right now. And you say, bam, Hill is coming for JB. No, Hill's going for that contract. That's what he's going for. Hill's like he's thinking about that contract. All right, but here we go. Receiver goes in motion. One back in the backfield is Ingram. You've got Hill up under center here. Play fake. Hill's looking. Hill throws it up there. A receiver wide open, and he gets the touchdown. You could not be any more wide open in the NFL than Lil Jordan Humphrey was on that one. So a touchdown for the Saints. Wow. How did he get that wide open? Wow. What a play. Let's see. 420 says, our defense is playing terrible. I got to second that. Let's see. 80 says, touchdown. 80 says, where you at, JB, TD? And so, hey, what can I say? 80's last time we saw a touchdown happen, it was from Russell Wilson now, and it didn't work out too well for him against the Washington football team. There's plenty of football left to be played here. Plenty of football left to be played. But that is a touchdown for the Saints, so now we're all tied up 7 apiece. And when we come back from the commercial, it'll be the Cowboys who will receive the kickoff, and we'll see where the offense is going to take off from and what they're going to do out there this time with the football. Can they repeat what they did last time, go out there and add some more points on the board, or will the Saints defense get a stop? That we will find out. But we're here in the 2nd quarter with 12 minutes and 54 seconds remaining before the half. So still plenty of time in the 2nd quarter. And so 420 says that Trevon Diggs is our only good cornerback. As the old man says, he was so wide open that Baker could, never mind, Baker would have thrown it 10 yards out of bounds. And so I was going to correct you if you would have finished that one there. I was like, no way he would have got it there. He would have missed it. Sam Darnold would have missed it. Those two for sure would have missed it. No doubt about that. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, we sat here and streamed that game live, the Browns and the Ravens, and all I saw from Baker Mayfield was, I mean, wide left, wide right. I mean, I never had to describe a quarterback passing the way that I would describe a missed field goal. Always wide left on the pass, wide right, or way up over, 20 yards beyond, all that stuff. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I don't know what else they want them to happen. Your boy Jarvis Landry was so desperate to get the football. They called a fake play for him, and he refused to give up on the play, even though there was nothing there, because he knew Baker would not be able to give him the football. So it was crazy. It was crazy. And let's see. Ray says he says that game was bad, and so yes, it was bad. It was bad. But I tell you what else is bad, though. I feel bad for anybody that had Antonio Brown in their fantasy football team, because a move like that can hurt your fantasy football team. You're thinking he getting ready to come back and stuff. You're about to make a run for the playoffs and stuff, and then all of a sudden you find out AB ain't going to be playing. Again, that drive for the Saints was 7 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 5 seconds in terms of time of possession. And now the Saints are getting ready to kick this thing off here. Let's see, 420 says, let's trade Anthony Brown and pick up another cornerback in the draft. And so there you go. Kickoff is on the way. All right, so no return on that. So the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Cowboys did a pretty good job passing the ball last time out there with Dak Prescott. So far in this game, 7 of 10 passing and 97 yards through the air, but they need to get a little bit more from the ground game right now. They've got 5 carries for 8 total yards for the Cowboys on the ground. You got to try to add some more balance so it's not all on Dak Prescott and the wide receivers and stuff like that. So they need to be able to find a way to get something going in the backfield. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Multiple tight ends went back in the backfield. They take it, fake it to the back. Dak throws it. It's caught. CeeDee Lamb, first guy missed. And so look at CeeDee Lamb. 21 yards on the reception, takes it all the way to the 46-yard line of the Cowboys. CeeDee doing work. Let's see, 420 says we've been lucky these last years when it comes to drafting. Let's see, old man says, yeah, I just cut AB and signed Myers. And so bold, but I like it. I like it. He said 97 yards already. And so absolutely, Dak's up under center. Hands it to the back this time. And so, oh man, Tony Pollard, he picked up 2 yards on the carry, but I feel like he had to do a lot of movement just to get through the offensive line because there was literally no hole to get through. Let's see, old man says, Baker let down Browns fans, but most importantly, let us Patriot fans down. He did do that against the Ravens. The coaching staff put him down because at the end of the day, you are who you are. If you can't hit water when you fall out of the boat, that's on you. But it's the coaching staff that continues to put you on that boat, and that's exactly who I put the blame on. The Browns should have never put him in there. Meanwhile, they throw the pass there, and it's complete. Okay, and that was Turner. Okay. So Turner with a nice 10-yard reception there and the first down for the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys, they're moving the ball through the air here, and they're moving it nice. They're spreading the wealth around here. That's what I like about this team right now. They're spreading the ball around. You've already got about 7 different guys right now that have a reception for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak's up under center. Multiple tight ends went back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back there. Tony Pollard, he's looking for some room. He's going to only pick up a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Let's see, 420 says they've got to deal with CeeDee, Amari, and Gallup. It's just not fair. And you guys got some nice talent also beyond those guys as well when it comes to for a 4th, 5th string receiver, all that. So, oh yeah, Cowboys got receivers for days. Went back in the backfield. They're going to run a flea flicker. 80's favorite play. They're going deep. Out of bounds. Cameraman was wise to move out the way that time. 2nd and 9. Oh, there's a penalty. There's a penalty. So they're going to call offensive holding on the tight end there, Schultz. So that's going to back them up there. So now we're looking at about a 2nd and 19 situation. Let's see, 426. We've got to air it out this game. You say running game looking weak. It really does. It really does. All right, so you've got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 tight end out of the shotgun, 1 running back. Takes a snap. The Saints send 4. He throws it to the tight end. And Schultz is trying to make up for the penalty, and he picks up the 10 yards that he cost them previously with that previous hold penalty. So good job there getting it. And so now we've got 3rd and manageable at 3rd and 9 coming up at the Saints 41-yard line. That's the old man says 420, hopefully not Gallup next year because hopefully he'll be a New England Patriot. That would be really nice if that happened. All right, so Zeke goes in motion. You've got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 tight end towards the bottom, out of the shotgun. Take the snap. The Saints send a lot of people. They throw a quick pass there, and it's picked up by Gallup with the reception. But before he could really get in gear, they end up bringing him down. He picks up 4 yards on the play, but at least it brings him closer for a field goal attempt. But they wanted the first down, obviously. But you got to get the points here on 4th and 5. We're here in the second quarter. Got a good 9 minutes and about 4 seconds left on that second quarter here before the half. So let's see if they can get the field goal attempt to be good. 420 says, then we're the best in the league when it comes to holding. That honors goes to the Raiders. Anybody that's got Leatherwood on their offensive line, Alex Leatherwood, you're going to lead the league in interceptions. I mean, in turnovers. I mean, not turnovers. In holding. I'm sorry, holding penalties. But the kick is up. And the kick is good. All right, so the kick is good. So Dallas takes the lead back 10-7 here in the second quarter. 9 minutes and 4 seconds remaining before the half. But the Saints will get the football back, and we'll see if lightning can strike twice for the New Orleans Saints. Yes, Eddie says, JB's flea flicker bust. Hey, all I can do is just call the play, 80s. That's it. I just dropped the plays. Old man says, here comes the NFL refs being NBA refs. I really feel like they really do feel that way, like, for real. 80 says, feeding dogs will be back. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. 420 says, well, Dallas used the franchise tag this year. If I had to guess, with all the talent that you get, like, I would imagine that the franchise tag would be utilized this year. But that would be my guess. If I was them, I would. But that remains to be seen, of course. But I think it will. But we'll see, though. We will see. That is for sure. So, again, right now we're in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the second. The score is Dallas 10, Saints 7. And so once we come back from here, the Cowboys just made their field goal. And so we're going to have the kickoff, and then we're going to see what the Saints can do with the football. As last time they scored a touchdown, receiver was wide open. Taysom Hill got the ball there. And so we'll see if lightning does strike twice for these Saints here offensively. It's been a tough couple of weeks, I know, for fans that were so used for so long watching the Drew Brees era in which the offense was able to move the football well. Obviously, no Alvin Kamara in this one, but they do have Mark Ingram back there, and so that is definitely an upgrade from what they had the previous week. And you can tell by the run game, they've got 32 yards in this one. I don't even know if they had 32 yards total all last time they stepped out there. So already the Saints' rushing attack is looking tremendously better than what it was last game. And obviously the passing game is looking much better too, because Taysom Hill, his ability to run and move, the defense has to account for that. And therefore these receivers are ending up wide open. So the Cowboys defense is going to have to clamp down and make sure that they don't leave guys wide open. It's one thing to get a completion, but to leave you wide open, though, that's just high-key disrespectful. High-key disrespectful. And again, if you are watching, make sure you guys do leave a thumbs up. Also, if you're somebody that's watching for the first time, don't forget to press that subscribe button as well, as we do these play-by-plays a lot, whether we're talking the NFL, college football. A little bit later on, we'll start transitioning to some more basketball stuff once football season is, come to the conclusion and stuff, because there's going to be plenty of basketball left. So definitely right now my focus is on football. Kickoff is on the way. Let's see. All right, so there's going to be no return there. So the Saints will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So Taysom Hill and company is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Let's see. I think I skipped one here. 420 says they probably would use it on Pollard or Gallup. I would guess Pollard, because he's so important. Without Pollard, you guys would have to literally probably start over when it comes to the running back, because Zeke just cannot carry the load by himself. So it's a must to have Pollard there. He's so explosive right now. Meanwhile, the Saints hand it to their receiver, and he ends up picking 3 yards on the right end around, picks up 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Saints at their own 28-yard line. Again, the score is Dallas 10, Saints 7 here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Old man says, wait, is this Pollard last year in his contract? I thought he had one more year. Could be wrong, though. And so I don't know exactly myself, but I thought this would have been his last year on his contract. I would have thought, to my knowledge. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 7 out of the shotgun. Hill takes it. He's going to hand it to the back, and the back is brought down. He's going to actually lose a yard on the carry there. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Let's see what the Saints do on 3rd down. 3rd down is going to be important in this game, because I feel like whichever team wins on 3rd down in terms of converting on more 3rd down conversions, that's what's going to win this game. Let's see. 420 says defensive player of the year, top of the league at tackles for loss, 8 sacks, plays Mike, Will, and on the edge, and even lines up in the slot and covers receivers from time to time. Who else did that? There you go. No one. They're throwing this almost, speaking of Diggs, it's almost picked off by Diggs there. Excellent coverage there, and he's going to force the punt from the Saints. So the Saints are going to punt the football here back to the Cowboys, and we'll get to see what the Cowboys can do with the football when they get it back. Again, Taysom Hill, he was being chased by Micah Parsons, so he did what anyone would do and throw it up there. And Diggs, he was waiting on that pass. He went down there, almost picked it off there. Great defense by the Cowboys on that one. Excellent coverage and excellent job getting after the quarterback. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we're going to get a return here. We will get a return. Okay, so this time it's Diggs. All right, so he's running. Look at him go. Okay, made the first guy miss. Okay, takes it all the way to the 30 before they yank his helmet off. But it's all right. He's cool with it. He's cool with it. So 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up here once we come back from the commercial here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 32 seconds left before the half. The Cowboys lead this one 10-7 here, and we'll see what they can do with the football when we get back from the commercial. But so far in this game, Dak Prescott, he is 10 of 13 for 109 yards. He's averaging 8.4 yards to completion. That's pretty good right there. You want to keep it at that or higher. And then he's got, 1 touchdown through the air, no interceptions, has not been sacked. Offensive line doing a great job of blocking for him. That's great right there. And then you have, when it comes to passing, Taysom Hill. He's 8 of 14, 95 yards. He's averaging a little under 7 yards completion. He's got 1 touchdown himself, no interceptions. And so we'll see how that goes. He also has 2 carries for 12 yards as well, so averaging 6 yards a carry so far in this one. Mark Ingram, he's got 5 carries for 11 yards. Zeke, he's got 3 carries for 5 yards, and Tony Pollard, 4 carries for 6 yards. That's the old man says, can you imagine JC's, Jax, and Diggs on the same team? You got the best young cornerback duo in the NFL, maybe of all times. You're right about that, but odds are if that were to happen, then that would probably mean that JC ends up leaving in free agency, and I do not want to imagine that happening. So I'm okay with them being separated right now. I'm okay with that. Maybe sometime way in the future if it makes sense, but definitely. 420 says, I wonder if Diggs can play receiver. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can. I'm pretty sure he can. When you can pick off the ball that is as well as he can, I'm pretty sure he can play wide receiver. Pretty sure. Let's see, 420 says, Michael Gallup for J.C. Jackson. That's a no. That's a no. I love JC. I love JC and the interceptions that he get for us. No. No, 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 no. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let Bill Belichick do it. I wouldn't let Bill Belichick do it. Because other than JC, I mean, he's that dude back there. I mean, we need him. We need him until we raise the next him. We need him. Oh, man says, now we will keep J.C. Jackson. There you go. In accordance. We will keep J.C. Jackson. Thanks, but no thanks. All right, so here we go. Dak up under center here. Let's see. Got a couple tight ends and fullbacks back there. One back in the backfield. They're going to fake it. Dak's looking. He throws it. He gets hit while he throws it. Incomplete. He was intending that one for Michael Gallup. 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 30-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Again, that time Dak threw it while he got hit. He was intending for Gallup there. It would have been open if he would have had a little bit more time there, but didn't have enough time to wait for that one to develop. All right, so here we go. Dak's up under center again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands it to Zeke. Zeke, he goes up there and he picks up a good 3 yards on the carry. Up, you got Schultz. He's currently down right now. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain down there. Definitely hope that Schultz is okay. I know I've got him in one of my fantasy football teams this week, so certainly hoping that he's okay and can return back to the game. All right, but we're going to have an injury timeout here, so we're going to be going to the commercial here. Again, when we come back, it is going to be 3rd and 7 for the Cowboys at their own 33-yard line. Let's see. I would take Micah Parsons. There's just so much for him. I can see the potential there. He's continuously getting better. I would take Micah. Let's see. 420 says no, and so 420 says hopefully it's just cramps. I'm hoping the same thing because I started him in one of my leagues. I need him out there, and I know you need him for your team. So, but yeah. Let's see. Old man says, JB gives Sean Wade time. I believe he could be a top 20 cornerback in the NFL. I just hope Bill Belichick doesn't give up on him too early. Well, Coach Bill, when it comes to defensive backs, he will be patient. He gives them about a 2-year window because there were some guys that, they had to be let go. But he'll allow them to continue to come in and compete, though. And if he's ready, then there you go. Let's see. Braden says, you wish the Pats kept Gilmore. I wasn't opposed to us trading him because he missed so many games. I just hate the fact we only got a 6th-round pick for him. I personally wanted us to go ahead and try to get a big-time receiver in exchange for Gilmore. But obviously that didn't happen. Dak takes a snap, and oh, man, look at that. They sack him, bring him down for the sack there. He lost 7 yards on the sack. 4th down coming up there. So the Saints defense gets the stop, and so the Cowboys are going to end up punting the ball. I believe that's the first time that they've sacked Dak Prescott today. Let's see. Old man says, JB, with how great Judon and Calvin Noyes playing, do you think we would trade Chase Winovich? I think that we should probably hold on to him. I like having the depth. I do like having the depth here. And so I think we hold on to him right now. I really want to keep this defense together. I like how this defense is. This kind of reminds me of when the Pats, they had who was it? We had Roosevelt, we had McGinnis, we had Brewski, we had Vrabel, We had Ted Johnson, Roman Pfeiffer. We had a lot of linebackers, and we had a lot of depth, especially in the defensive line as well. Richard Seymour, Ty Warren. So I like having that kind of depth, All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Hill takes the snap from up under center. He fakes it to the back. He's bootlegging. He sees the pressure. He throws it to the fullback. Fullback. Look at that. Lowered his shoulder, dropped the football, but it doesn't matter because it went out of bounds. And he's picked up 9 yards on the play. So 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Saints at their own 43-yard line. Again, we're here in the second quarter. 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go before the half. Cowboys lead this one 10-7, but the Saints, they have the football here facing 2nd and 1 from their own 43-yard line. All right, so Hill's up under center here. Got a couple tight ends, one receiver, one back in the backfield. They take the snap. They're going to hand it to Mark Ingram. And Ingram, what a cut he made there. He's still on his feet there, all the way down to about the 33-yard line. But there is a penalty. Hold everything because there is a penalty. So they call a holding. They call holding on the offense. Bring it back. Bring it back. A hold on the offense. And so, let's see, 420 says, I want to play Madden so bad. You say, I hate nighttime games. And so I feel you there. And so Old Man says, I'm thankful for what Gilmore did for us, but he was hurt most of last year and half this year. Plus, he wanted to get paid like a top 2 cornerback, but we need to pay JC. You're right about that. And I know Coach Bill is not going to pay 2 defensive backs. I promise you that. They fake it to the back. Hill throws it. He throws it short. Oh, man, what a tackle that was. What an excellent tackle that was by Brown. Laying the wood there to Montgomery. Nice, clean tackle there. Montgomery picked up a yard, so we got 3rd and 9 coming up. Again, another 3rd down situation, 3rd and long situation. What do they do here? From their own 35-yard line. Absolutely, Old Man. When it comes to Gilmore, I feel like, honestly, Bill Belichick had a conversation with Gilmore, and it seemed like Gilmore he probably gave up on the pass. I'm not going to lie. He probably thought at the time that we wasn't going to have a good season, so he really just wanted out. He didn't want to wait till the end of the season, I feel like. And so that's probably why they went ahead and made the move. I think if we had a winning record at the time, he might have thought about it. Meanwhile, the pass is complete. It's completed to Smith for the 1st down. So it's going to be a 1st down there for the Saints. So on 3rd and 9, they needed 9 yards. They threw it low, and they got the completion there. Great catch by Smith. Diggs was in coverage on that one. Let's see. 80 says, BS call JB. And you know it. Yeah, so let's see. 420 says, love my ass off. He says, that's coming back, baby. And so, it came back all right. It came back. Out of the shotgun, they take the snap. They fake it to Montgomery. Hill throws it to Montgomery now. He sidearm passed that one kind of incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see, 420 says, that feeling of the Tony Pollard run last week. And so now they share your pain. Let's see, 420 says, damn them dives, though. Absolutely. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 10. Again, second quarter, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left before the half. 3 seconds on the play clock. Hill takes a snap, fakes it to the back. The pressure's there. He throws a short one. Excellent time to call a screen there to the big tight end. Look at him rumble. And he rumbles down there and picks up about a good 30 yards there and takes it all the way to about the Dallas 26-yard line. So what a big-time play. Excellent call because the pressure was being brought that time, and it was an excellent call. And what a job by Hill getting that pass past Lawrence there, because he could have easily deflected that one. Let's see. 420 says Micah Parsons is a pressure machine. All right, here you go. Hill up under center. Receiver goes in motion. Fakes it to the back. He feels the pressure. He throws it. Was it picked up? No, they're saying it's incomplete. They're saying it's incomplete. Almost picked off, though. So that'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, at the Dallas 26-yard line. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go before the half. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Saints with the football. Cowboys with the lead 10-7. Out of the shotgun, Hill takes a snap. He's throwing it in there, and it was a tight basket there. It looks like an incompletion there. He says he picked it off, but the refs say otherwise. Let's see the replay. Ooh. Show me a slowed down version of that replay. Was it picked off? 1 foot? 2 foot? That's an interception. That's an interception. That's an interception. I'd at least like to see the booth take a look at this one. And that looks like an interception there. I mean, that looks like an interception to me. Let's see, 80 says, there you go, JB, tight end, bam. What now, JB? What now is an interception. That's what's now. That's what's now. Let's see, 420 says, bro, he's got to stop throwing his way or he's going to end up getting picked up. And so there you go. So how about that? They call it an interception, and so it's the Cowboys football. So there you go, Dak out of the shotgun from his own 5. He takes a snap. He's going to hand it to the back. That's Zeke. Zeke picks up about a good 3-4 yards on the carry there. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left before the half, and the Saints call their first timeout of the half. Let's see, 420 says Micah Parsons is a beast. Oh, absolutely. Old man says, challenge that play. That's an interception. And old man was right. That was an interception. 80 says, damn it, JB has the refs in his pocket. Let's see. Braden says, what a pick. It was. That was a nice pick because it happened at first time, at first glance. I was like, that wasn't a pick. But when I saw the replay, I was like, oh, wow, it was. Dak takes a snap. Dak moving. Dak looking. Dak throws it. Is it complete? It is caught. Michael Gallup. There you go. Big time first down. What a nice catch there by Gallup. Way to drag them toes. I tell you what, though, the Cowboys have been practicing dragging those toes. Wow, that was so close there. Wow, I'm telling you, these guys have been practicing that in practice. I guarantee you that. The man says, 420 says, them Cowboy players have them toes. That they do. That they do. 80 says, of course, JB thought it was a pick. He's a Cowboys fan. Hey, 80s, last game you said I was an undercover Browns fan. What's going on, 80s? I can't root for the whole league. I can't root for the whole league. But here we are now. It's the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left to go before Halftime. Cowboys lead this one 10-7 over the Saints. And the Saints do the interception. So the Cowboys have the football there. They just converted the first down. So now it's 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts to work with in 2 minutes before the half. They got to protect the football and make sure that they continue to get first downs there, be smart with the clock, and try to set it up to where they can add some more points here before the half. As the old man says, what a catch. Gallup putting out Julio Jones with that tip toe. I forgot Julio Jones was in the league right now. I almost forgot he was still in the league. And so, absolutely. But so far in this one, you've got Dak Prescott. He's 11 of 15, 127 yards through the air, averaging 8.5 yards to completion, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He was sacked 1 time in this one. Taysom Hill, he's 12 of 21, 144 yards through the air, averaging just under 7 yards to completion. He's got 1 passing touchdown. He's got 1 interception, but he has not been sacked so far in this one. In fact, he's got 2 carries for 12 yards in this one. He is tied for the leading rusher for the Saints in this one because Mark Ingram has 6 carries for 12 yards as well. As a team, the Saints have 11 carries for 35 yards. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, as a team, they've got 10 carries for 51 yards. They credit CeeDee Lamb with a 33-yard run. But Zeke has 12 yards on 5 carries, and Tony Pollard has 4 carries for 6 yards. All right, so 2-minute warning. Cowboys up 10-7. They got a whole fresh new set of downs to work with. Let's see what they do. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 tight end towards the bottom. Dak takes the snap. He throws it, and it is caught by Zeke. He kind of juggled it at first, but he made the reception there, picked up a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up here from their own, from their own 26-yard line. Let's see, 420 says, everyone in the AFC West is beating the Cowboys this year except the Chargers. That's a major loss for the Chargers there. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Dak takes a snap. He throws it, and it is caught by Schultz. Again, Schultz earlier, he was banged up, but it's good to see him back out there getting some more completions there. But here we go, 3rd down once again. AD says that JB isn't certified through YouTube. His cert is through Jerry Jones. Wow. If only that was the case. Jerry would definitely pay me a lot more. No doubt about that. But here we go, 3rd and 5. 1 back, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Dak takes a snap. Saints send 4. Pressure gets there. He throws it to CeeDee Lamb, and look at CeeDee Lamb. Look at CeeDee Lamb go. Look at CeeDee Lamb. He is so dangerous once he makes the catch. It is crazy. It is crazy. Out of the shotgun, Dak takes the snap. Saints only send 3, so he's got all kinds of time. Passed it towards Schultz, but that was incomplete there. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, 1:20 left to go before the half. Cowboys lead this one 10-7, and the Cowboys have all 3 timeouts still to their disposal. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. 1st and 10, takes a snap, fakes to the back. He throws it. It's tipped by the defensive back. So 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. Again, 1:18 left before the half. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun. 10 seconds on the play clock. Dak takes a snap. Saints send a little bit of pressure there. It's picked up. And so Amari Cooper, he gets the catch but gets no yards from it. So third down coming up. The clock continues to move there. 1:04 left before the half. Cowboys with all 3 timeouts. Saints have 2 timeouts. You would have to imagine if the Cowboys can pick up a first down that they would call a timeout immediately if it's still within the play. Dak making adjustments. 44 seconds left. 40 seconds left. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. He takes a snap. Dak steps up. Dak throws it. Almost picked off, but there's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a penalty. This one's for you, 80s. This one's for you. So that penalty right there is on the defense. So give them the first down there. Whole new set of downs to work with. All right, here you go out of the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 tight end towards the top of the formation. 1 back next to Prescott. Prescott takes a snap. The Saints send 4. Prescott's going to throw it, and it's caught by the tight end there. Unable to get out of bounds there. They should burn a timeout, and they call a timeout. 23 seconds remain before the half. And so 80s is not a fan of that penalty. Not a fan at all of that penalty. Let's see, 420 says, thank God that Dan Quinn uses his timeouts. And so, I mean, definitely, he's got one job on that sideline. He's not out there making plays. That's the least he can do. Takes a snap. Dak Prescott's looking. He throws it. And it's caught by Tony Pollard. He gets out of bounds. So we've got 22 seconds remaining here before the half. Cowboys with the lead. And Cowboys with the football trying to score before the half. Again, 2nd and 9 coming up here. All right, so they have the football right now at about the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Prescott takes a snap. Saints send 4. He throws it. And it is caught. Look at that catch by the tight end there. He putting in some work today here. He is putting in some work. And so 420, he's loving this game. He's loving this game. 80 says it's not a catch. So 80 is not a fan. 80 wants to go to the commissioner about these referees. All right, so Dak's out of the shotgun here. He only needs 7 yards to get to the end zone. Takes a snap. Dak's looking. Dak's moving. Dak throws it up there. And he tried to make a catch there. He didn't get 2 feet in there, but that was a nice effort, though. That was a nice effort by CeeDee Lamb. But it's incomplete. What do you mean they threw a flag on a play? For what? Wow. Let's see. He says not a catch. 420 says to end that catch. Hey, that was a nice catch. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty nice catch right there. That would have been highlight material, no doubt about it. Let's see. Braden says that was almost an unbelievable catch by Lamb. It really was. All right, but here we go. 1st and goal. From the 17-yard line, thanks to the penalty that these referees just pulled. A random penalty. Again, we got just 10 seconds to work with here. Cowboys got 2 timeouts, so they got plenty of time. Out of the shotgun, they got trips towards the bottom of the formation. Now Coop goes in motion. Snaps the football. Saints in 4. Dak feeling the pressure, moves. He throws it to the back. Zeke gets about a yard or two before stepping out of bounds. 4 seconds remain, so that should bring out the field goal unit. .420 says Cowboys versus Eagles should always be in prime time. And so, most definitely. Most definitely. You say 13-17, then 13-7. All right, well, this kick's about to be on the way, and it's good right down the middle. There you go. So that's our score at the half. The Cowboys lead this one 13-7. But the real story is, so far in this one, Dak Prescott, 19 of 24, 177 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, sacked 1 time. Then you got Taysom Hill, 12 of 21, 144 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So far in this one, you've got the Cowboys up 13-7 here at the half. You know, both teams, they've been trying to get something going from their run game. They haven't gotten much out of their running backs in this one. Zeke, he's got 5 carries, 12 yards, averaging 2.4 yards a carry. Tony Pollard, 4 carries, 6 yards. And so averaging 1.5 yards a carry. You know, but who's been carrying them so far? It has been Dak Prescott. He hasn't done it alone. He has not done it alone. Through the air, he's targeted, Dalton Schultz. He's got 5 catches, 43 yards in this one. Michael Gallup, he had that nice touchdown in the end zone. It was a 1-yard touchdown catch, but yet it's still a touchdown. He's got 3 receptions, 23 yards, and a touchdown. You look at Amari Cooper, he's got 2 catches, 41 yards, as does CeeDee Lamb. He's also got 2 catches, 41 yards in this one as well. They've been spreading the wealth around in this one. They've got 8 different guys who's at least caught 1 pass in this game. So they do a great job of spreading the football around for the Cowboys. But look at what the Saints have done so far in this one. I mentioned Taysom Hill, he's 12 of 21, 144 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Obviously, the threat of him running, although he only carried it 2 times for 12 yards, but Taysom Hill, he can still move around back there. I know he did hurt his hand a little bit in that one, but he's done a good job, after that, still continuing to go out there and make some good passes and stuff. I mean, you see how other quarterbacks have done so far in this one whenever they've gotten hurt, but he's doing a pretty good job of still fighting through that. Now, Mark Ingram, his return in this one, 6 carries, 12 yards. They're going to need a little bit more from Mark Ingram than averaging 2 yards a carry, that's for sure. Ty Montgomery, he's got 2 carries, 8 yards as well. And so, all right, but here we go. All right, so let's see. Where am I at right now? All right, there we go. So let's see. Eddie says JB Nation halftime show. So absolutely. Time to look at some of the other games that will be coming up here over the weekend. And so 420 says, let's go. All right, so you said Cowboys 8-4. Okay. You say, we got you. Okay. Let's see. Old man says, the greatest halftime show about to start, and that's the JB halftime show. You already know. You say, glad to see the Cowboys getting healthy. And right now it's the time of year where you really do want to get healthy. There's just so many things right now that we're about to figure out towards the end of the season. I am happy that a lot of these games that we have coming up, these are a lot of teams that are going to be pretty much competing within the division. You see a lot of division matchups, like take Buffalo and New England, for example. They will be playing each other 2 times, throughout the rest of the season. That's huge. So a great job for the NFL to set it up to where these 2 teams will be able to go out there and ultimately battle against each other. And so let's see. 420 says, imagine being 5-7. Absolutely. That's something I hope to never have to deal with. 5-7. But give me 1 second here. Let me pull up some of the other games we've got coming up here. Good time to talk about some of those games. All right, so here we go. Let's see. First up is the Buccaneers on the road at the Atlanta Falcons. Let me know what you guys think about those games that's coming up there between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Falcons. Obviously, I think Buccaneers are going to win that one, even if it is down in Atlanta. But I'm thinking the final score might be something like either 34-17 or 41-17. When I did my projections earlier today, I said that it's either going to be 34-17 or 41-17, something like that. I could see Leonard Fournette having about a 2-touchdown game, Brady getting a pair of touchdowns as well, get a field goal, stuff like that. I could see that being the case in that one. But let me know what you guys think about that one. Buccaneers and the Falcons. Let's see. Matter of fact, even before we get to that, give me 1 second here. Let me pull up some of the conference championship games. All right, let's see. Let's see. 420 says that he's bored. He says, I need to see Trayvon interception. So there you go. All right. So speaking of which, we've definitely got a lot of games to look forward to when it comes to a lot of the conference championship games in college football Saturday. So I know normally on Thursday we would talk about some of the NFL matchups, but with all those games coming up for these conference championship games, I thought I'd just go through a couple of them, see which games you guys like, who you like out of these games. So let's see. And so let's see. 80 says, what college game is this weekend? What am I going to be streaming this weekend? And so, all right. So I'm thinking that this weekend, as of right now, the game that I picked to put out there, that is it's the Baylor versus Oklahoma State game. That'll be one of the first major conference games that's going to be coming on there. So Baylor versus Oklahoma State in the Big 12 championship game. That is going to be the one that I'm going to be streaming this weekend. Now, obviously, the big one up there is going to be the Georgia-Alabama one. Let me know who you guys like in that one. Number 1, Georgia versus number 3, Alabama. Let me know who you guys like in that one. But, yeah, I thought about doing that one, but ultimately I figured I'd be best off doing the Baylor-Oklahoma State one. All right, so you're rooting for Baylor in that one. And so I guess when it comes to Baylor versus Oklahoma State, I guess I like Baylor in that one. And so, Hunter, how's it going? How's it going, man? How are you doing? I hope that your week has been pretty good, man. But what's going on with you? How's it going? How's it going? And so, there you go. Let's see. 80 says, JB has Georgia. And so, you know what? I actually do got Georgia in that matchup there. I thought about it. And so that defense that Georgia has is just, after seeing how Auburn did against Bama's offense, yeah, I think I got Georgia winning that one. I've got Georgia winning that one. So your guess was correct, 80s. Absolutely. But I tell you what, though, the game that I really want to watch, like aside from I'll be going between this game and the Georgia game, is going to be when number 21 Houston goes on the road at Cincinnati Saturday. I'm going to be looking forward to that one because Cincinnati has got to finish this week. I know they've had a couple close games and stuff like that, some wins that has not looked pretty. If they go out there and they can win and try to win with a little bit of style, at least win by 2 possessions or more, then preferably 3 or more, then that could secure their spot in the college football playoffs. But that's a game I'm going to be watching because I know the committee's going to be watching really hard between that one and the Georgia-Bama game. I know they wish it didn't come on at the same time, but absolutely. And then I'm just curious who's going to win the ACC championship. You've got Wake Forest versus Pittsburgh in that one. So that's another interesting one I'm looking forward to seeing as well. Wake Forest versus Pittsburgh. We already know Iowa, Michigan. Michigan's the expected favorite, but we'll see what Iowa can do. At one point in time, Iowa was ranked number 2 this season, but then they fell off a couple times. We'll see if they can put together a good enough game to challenge Michigan for the Big Ten championship. We will see it. If Michigan falls, then yeah, that opens the door for a team like Notre Dame, who does not have a conference championship. So a lot of big-time matchups this weekend. A lot of big-time matchups. And so, but absolutely, again, right now we're currently at the half. The Cowboys lead this one 13-7 currently right now, and we're certainly looking forward to when things get back into action after the halftime is concluded. Yeah, the biggest thing I think for the Saints, they did have one good carry that took off, by Mark Ingram early in that first half, but it was called back due to a penalty. So you definitely want to make sure if you're the Saints that you can try to get that running game going. But yes, certainly cannot have penalties bringing back big time plays. That's just going to hurt you. But if you're the Saints, you're not upset right now. You're down 13-7, but compared to some of the other games, you feel a lot more confident because you have faith that your offense can move the football. The Saints did miss a field goal early on. So that's obviously huge. Otherwise, this game would be looking like 13-10 right now, but it's 13-7. And if you're the Cowboys, you're starting to see the offense open things up, particularly through the passing game. The passing game has looked great. CeeDee Lamb, he's looked explosive out there, all that stuff, So definitely going to be looking forward to that. And let's see, Hunter says the MLB is having a lockout and now I'm depressed. I did read about that. I absolutely hate lockouts. I mean, I really hate lockouts. Like, I really can do without lockouts. Like, that really just, I hate when that happens. So I feel your pain. And so let's see, Jay says, how is Taysom Hill playing? Well, statistically speaking, he's having an okay day. He's 12 of 21, 144 yards, got a touchdown, 1 interception, averaging less than 7 yards to completion. 2 carries, 12 yards. So statistically speaking, he's doing okay. Now his impact, he did throw that touchdown to the receiver. Receiver was wide open on the play. The defensive back was like way off, way off. So he got a cheap one there. But when he throws those contested passes, I need to see just a little bit more accuracy from him to be able to complete some of those passes that we would consider 50-50 passes, where the placement of the football is just as important as a decision. He makes good decisions. I'll give him that. He makes good decisions. The throws that he makes, I can see why he's making those throws. So he's making good decisions. It's just a couple times I'd like to see a little bit better accuracy. And if you do see that accuracy moving forward, you will see different results. But both of these guys could benefit from having a little bit more effective ground game in this one. But Taysom's he's putting in work. No Alvin Kamara back there to help you out, so he's putting in work. And so, absolutely. I mean, right now he is the offense. He is the offense right now for the Saints. So I will say that. So he's got a lot on his shoulder. I know he did bang up his hand through that injury, so he's playing through that little bit of an injury there. But yeah, I expect to see a lot more design runs for him in the second half. Try to help them get something going in terms of more of a threat on a graph. They've only got 35 yards rushing so far in this one. He's got 12 of the 35 yards rushing so far tonight. There you go. All right, so we're getting ready to come back here from halftime, get this show on the road. You look at time of possession, it's almost dead even. Look at penalties and penalty yards. They both have 4 penalties, separated by just 3 yards. So they're just about even in terms of that. 4 plays of 20-plus yards from both of these teams. So ultimately, they've played almost even out there. Let's see the return by the Cowboys, and takes it all the way to about the 19-yard line. So the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 from their own 19 to start off here in the third quarter. Let's see. 80 says JB is after Taysom Hill more than he was with Baker. That is not true. That is not true. At this point of the game, I did a whole rant at halftime about Baker. For Taysom, I'm not going on a rant about Taysom because I don't have those expectations for Taysom Hill. What he's doing right now, I mean, that's my expectation for him, honestly. I don't expect him to go out there and light it up. But it's someone like Baker who thinks that he's so good with all the Hulu commercials and stuff. I almost dropped Hulu completely because they have Baker Mayfield out there representing them. I'm like, if you guys got Baker representing you, what does that say about you? You know, the only reason why I didn't is because they also got Damian Lillard. So I'm not going to do that because of him. But Baker? That's your representation? Baker? Come on now. All right, so here we go. After the carry that lost 2 yards there, you got 2nd and 12 coming up. Out of the shotgun, let's see, you got 3 receivers, 1 tight end on the play, 1 running back. Dak takes the snap, he throws it, and that was a close one right there. That was a close one right there, but he picked up a good 3 yards on the completion. But Lattimore, he almost timed that one. That's dangerous. 3rd down coming up. And so, let's see. Jay says, you're saying you don't love seeing Baker in every other commercial? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Here we go, 3rd and 10 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Dak takes a snap. He sees the pressure, so he throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. You may want to target someone other than Marcus Lattimore back there because he is a playmaker. So you don't want to go after him. Well, let's see. Well, now I'm seeing Baker in more commercials than I'm seeing him reach the end zone in football games, and that's a massive problem and all like that. Because that's the only time I see Baker really is when you see him in one of these commercials. You see him in a game. Baker doesn't look like Baker. Fair catch symbol. So the Saints take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Eddie says his stadium commercials are funny. They're probably I just spoke about this, man. They're already showing a commercial about him. That's crazy. That is crazy. We can't talk about the man. He's already on a commercial here. Progressive? Got to drop Progressive too. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Old man says Baker has more commercials than yards. That is facts right there. Facts. Jay says, yeah, Baker is hurt, and if that is hindering his play, he should sit out. That's what I've been saying. That's what makes me so frustrated is that they see he's out there hurt. Open receivers, he can't even get the football near them. Not even near them. But yet they continuously put him out there. You got Case Keenum as a backup. I get it. He's not the guy that you would draft early on in fantasy football. Well, you won't draft him at all in fantasy football. But still, he can go out there and he can do decent. He's done decent the one time he got to go out there and start against the Broncos. And that's a pretty good Broncos defense from time to time. So, come on. Eddie says, with Alice Cooper. Wow. Then I mean, what can I say? 80s old man took it a step further than me. I said touchdowns, he said yards. And so sad part is he's accurate on that one. I'm about to say Steve Mariucci got a commercial. They just giving commercials to everybody. Yeah, they're giving commercials out to everybody. If we look around, we might see Mike on a commercial, guys. Like, who knows? 80 says, JB, watch yourself. Baker's wife will come after you on Instagram. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. I will team up with OBJ and his dad, and we will come up with some extreme highlights that will put her to shame. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Saints in the shotgun. Again, they trail 13-7. Fakes it to the back. He throws it to the tight end. Tight end. He picks up about a good 6 yards on the play. You got 2nd and 4 coming up. Again, we're here in the third quarter. About 13 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Saints are trailing 7-13, and we'll see what they can do with the football. Listen, the old man says, can you imagine if Baker put in the football as much as he did in commercials? Man, he would be top. Never mind, he would still suck. That's the sad part about Baker. That's what gets me about Baker is that I truly believe he's putting in the work in practice. I just think he's just that bad, honestly. A lot of guys, they probably don't work, but I think he puts in the work. I think he's just that bad. And so he's running. Look at him. Look at him go. And he gets tripped up at about the 49-yard line of the Cowboys. And it's these plays like that that gets this man the big bucks. You'll get 1 or 2 of these out the game, and that's why they're willing to pay this man almost $100 million to do that. But that was a nice play, though. Not going to lie, that was a very nice play. If you're the Cowboys, you got to be looking for that. That's what he will do. You got to be looking for that. Now they hand it to the back, Mark Ingram. And Ingram, he picks up 7 yards on the carry. 2nd and 3 coming up. 12 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Score 13-7. Cowboys leading, but Saints with the football in Cowboys territory. AD says nice run. So he's ready to pat Taysom Hill in the back. All right, so we got one back in the backfield here. Multiple tight ends, one receiver. They're going to hand it to the back there. And Ingram, he's looking for trying to find a hole there. He picks up, gets back to the line of scrimmage there. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up at the Dallas 42-yard line. Again, Taysom, he's grabbing that finger, so he's constantly being bothered by that finger right now. So I fully expect for him to continue to carry the football many times in this one. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 2. Let's see, he's lined up in the gun. He takes a snap. It's going to be a direct run, what I say. And Taysom Hill, he picks up the first down, picks up 4 yards there. And the first down for the Saints. Let's see. Old man says, Baker's wife taking shots at Browns fans. Man, she's lucky she's not back in the old days of Browns football. She wouldn't be able to go to the stadium and Baker would get ice batteries thrown at him. And so, good old days. Good old days. Let's see. 80 says, first JB down. And so, all right, here we go. Mark Ingram goes in motion here. Hill takes a snap, a direct run. I saw that one coming. And he picks up about 8 yards on the play. I mean, I guess these defenders never played Madden because Madden teaches you when the running back goes in motion like that, and you've got a gadget quarterback in, that probably means he's going to run, especially with the formation, how they had him lined up there. But I guess they never learned that in Pee Wee football. I guess they never learned that. So here we go, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, you've got 2 receivers, multiple tight ends here. Montgomery goes in motion. Hill's going to run it again. Oh, man, this is what Josh McDaniels had envisioned when he was down there in Denver and he drafted Tim Tebow in the first. This is what he envisioned. But it's working. Don't fix something that's not broken. That's what they always say. So Taysom Hill earning his money the hard way. Taysom Hill reminds me of an NCAA football when you recruited a guy and he just had the whole athlete position. You know, he didn't have the quarterback role, didn't have the tight end role, just the athlete out there. That should be his role. I clicked that by mistake. But yeah, that's his role out there. Takes the snap, fakes it to the back. Hill's looking. Hill throws it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Oh man, that was close. That was close. That was close. But you get your hands. Oh, that was so close there. Yeah, that's one he's definitely gonna want back. Definitely gonna want that one back. Let's see. Eddie says they also say if you can't get Bojangles, settle for pizza. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. Believe them. Play fake. Hill's looking. He wants to throw the Ingram, but hey, even the defensive tackle read that one. He said, "Not today, buddy." Incomplete. Third down coming up. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. We're here in the third quarter. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the third. You've got the Saints. They're in good field position. They missed one field goal earlier in the game, so they certainly want to try to get a touchdown and try to get the lead here. Let's see if they can accomplish that. Cowboys showing pressure here. Let's see if they send it. Out of the shotgun. Cowboys do send pressure. He throws it quick. Incomplete. Incomplete. Even if he did catch it, I don't think he would have gotten the first down there. So 4th down coming up. But let's see. Old man says, 80s, my uncle has VCR tapes of old school Browns fans throwing batteries at former Browns players, and another one showing a ref getting hit with a big piece of ice. Oh, man, the golden days. The golden days. My dad still has his VCR tapes. "42-yard field goal attempt for the Saints. Let's see if this will be good. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So it's good for the Saints. So it's 13-10. Again, the difference being is that one missed field goal the Saints had early on in this game. Otherwise, we would be tied right now. But it is the Cowboys who still maintain the lead here, 13-10. And when we come back from the commercial, the Cowboys will be getting the football back. They see Eddie says, "Oh man, Mom, please send that to JB and upload it, please." And so, hey, that would be great. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. Absolutely. All right, so old man says he'll try to find them. Perfect. And while you're at it, if you happen to by chance come across Mike or Michael, let them know that we miss them here. We miss them here on the stream. So definitely, if you come across them, let us know. Let us know. All right, but yeah, so far in this one, though, Dak Prescott, he is 20 of 26, 180 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interception. So he's been sacked 1 time here. And this one, Cowboys on the ground, 11 carries for 49 yards, although 33 of those came from CeeDee Lamb. In terms of their actual running backs, this is going to be a topic of conversation that's going to continue to be had here. Tony Pollard, 4 carries, 6 yards. Zeke, 6 carries, 10 yards. Here in the third quarter. That's unacceptable. You need to do better than that. Meanwhile, for the Saints here, they're starting to get a little bit of stuff going here on the ground. They're averaging 4.9 yards a carry now, 17 carries as a team, 84 yards. Taysom Hill, he has 54 of those 84 yards on the ground. Mark Ingram, he's responsible for another 19 yards. Ty Montgomery, he's got 8 yards. And Deontay Harris has 3 yards on the ground rushing for the Saints. Eddie says the JV will get a strike from YouTube for violence. I will do no such thing. I will do no such thing. I mean, because I have a couple of those like fan fights from like the preseason and stuff like that. YouTube doesn't like it. They doesn't like it. They won't put ads on it, but they won't put a strike for that as long as you indicate that there is. Well, they won't do it for me because I remember a couple times me and the Sports Blitz put up the same video, and they ended up striking his one time. So that was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, that was 11 plays, 55 yards, 5 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock, and it resulted in 3 points. Saints kick things off here. All right, so no return on the kickoff there. So we're going to take over 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 25-yard line. Again, the score is 13-10. Cowboys with the lead, and now they got the football here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time here. And, yeah, I mean, we're looking to see who wants to take full control of this game because right now we're just about even. Prescott in the shotgun. Schultz goes in motion, takes a snap. He's bootlegging. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. That is Gallup right there with the reception. Dak's up under center. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Second and 6. Dak takes a snap, hands it to Zeke. Zeke trying to plow forward here. He falls forward there, picks up a good 4 yards on the carry. So now we got 3rd and 2 coming up for the Cowboys at their own 33-yard line. Can they convert here on 3rd down? That's going to be the question. So here we go, 3rd and 3. Again, we're in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third. Cowboys lead this one 13-10. Out of the shotgun, Tony Pollard goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Dak takes the snap. Saints send 4. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. No penalties on the play. So the Cowboys will have to punt the football back to the Saints. 80 says, the Dome Patrol. And now he says, sorry, no first. And so there you go. 80s and his newly found love for the Saints. Get the stop. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return. All right, we will get a return. Makes the first guy miss. Second guy miss. And he gets brought down at about the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 21-yard line. So again, right now the score is currently 13-10, but the Saints will have the football once again, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. They just made the field goal last time. Let's see if they can either tie it or take the lead here in the third quarter. With 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the third. And so 80 says, who dat JB Nation? Yes, we embrace all. All right, so I guess I'll ask a question for you guys real quick. So far this season, which team has been the biggest surprise in terms of just I'm not going to say overachieving, but I should say exceeding expectations, and then the biggest surprise in terms of disappointing when it comes to expectations? So 2 answers to that one. The team that has, in your opinion, overachieved their expectations that they had coming into the season the most, and the team that has definitely dropped the ball the most this season compared to their expectations coming into the season. So let me know what you guys think about that one. That's the old man says. Eddie's look up Browns bottle gate when the refs screwed over the Browns. And so, oh man. Eddie says the Eagles. He says the Eagles for both. There you go. And so 80 says Bills dropped the ball. I'll say overachieving for me would probably have to be, like, in terms of their expectations heading into the season, it might actually be the Cardinals, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think to make sure that's the route I want to take. If not the Chargers, maybe the Cincinnati Bengals. One of the two. Not the Chargers. The Bengals or the Cardinals. One of those two. I know a lot of people are not too high on those two teams, and they're definitely overachieving. That is for sure. And 80 says the Bills dropped the ball. Old man says, I would say the Patriots just because all the new players and we didn't know who's going to be quarterback. That's true, but I mean, in my projections, I did project the Patriots to have a good season. So maybe I was just overconfident right off the bat. I believed in Bill Belichick completely. Meanwhile, Hill with the play fake, nice step up, gets the completion there, and a first down for the Saints. So it's going to be a first down there for the Saints. Again, Hill took the snap from up under center, faked it, had to step up there because Curse was on him. But it was a nice job, got the completion there. There you go. Whoa. Never mind. There's a penalty out there. So never mind all of that. It's a penalty out there. Let's see. 80 says, for overachieving, I'd say the Bengals. And so, okay. Because I remember coming into the season, we had no idea the Seahawks were going to be this sorry. We had no idea they were going to be this sorry. 49ers, I had hope for them, but the injury bug loves the 49ers a lot. But they're getting it back now, but still. I mean, I'll say this, for disappointing, though, Washington football team, they let me down early on. Now, they still can right the ship, but they let me down big time. I'll say the Dolphins, though, like, they really underachieved a lot this year compared to last year. Hill takes the snap. He throws it to the back at the backfield, and he gets about 2 yards on that one. Let's see what he says. Are the Pats for overachieving as well? Yes. This is not a fan of that one. But here we go. 2nd and 20 coming up for the Saints. Let's see. Old man says, right now it's the Rams. They're not living up to the hype that they traded for Von Miller and OBJ. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. They handed it to the back, and he picked up about a good 5 yards on the carry. You're right about that, old man, because coming into the season, I projected the Rams to be the highest record in the NFL and all like that. I projected them to get about, I think I said 14 wins this season, to go 14-3. And yeah, that's not the case. You could throw the Browns out there as well now. Let's see. Hill's looking. Hill feels the pressure, so he's moving. He's looking. Incomplete. Threw it to the turf monster. Incomplete. So now the Saints will punt the football here with a 4th and 16. Here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. And the Saints are trailing 13-10. But they're about to punt the football. As the old man says, it's just been a crazy season. Teams you thought would be killing it. That is true. As the old man says, are losing teams and teams you thought would suck actually winning? And so, I mean, the Seahawks being their record, I would have never projected that. I would have never thought that. When it goes out of bounds, I would have never thought that. You see, Eddie says, agreed, old man. And so there you go. All right, but we're at the commercial again. Right now, the Cowboys do lead this one 13-10, and they're just getting the football back after making a stop against Taysom Hill and the Saints. And so they lead this one 13-10, and they're getting the football back. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. And look at that. Even Dak Prescott's got a commercial. I mean, where's my commercial? Everybody's getting a commercial. Absolutely. But yeah, I knew like coming into this season when I was doing a lot of my projections for the season, I kept trying to tell myself like I must be doing something wrong because like a lot of those games, I kept thinking like a lot of those teams were going to finish with like similar records and stuff. And I was like, nah, I've got to decide either way. Like someone's got to be bad. They can't all be decent. But I'm looking around it. Other than obviously the Houston Texans, the Jets, I project they're going to be bad. I project that the Giants were not going to be that good this year. Stuff like that. I thought the Dolphins would be better than they were this year. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. AD says, if Hollywood came calling asking JB to do a commercial with Baker, he would. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just because he's a failure on the field does not mean I can't go out there in front of a camera and say some nice things now. Come on now, 80s. It's a business. It's all about a business. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's exactly why Russell Wilson goes in front of a camera and says he believes in his team. Does he really believe in his team? No, not anymore. But he's going to say it because they pay him to say it. That's the business of it. That's the business of it. Absolutely. Shoot, for the right price, I can go out there and say that Jalen Hurts is the next, Donovan McNabb if you want me to. Oh, shoot. I mean, I'm happy for Russ. I was pretty fond of Russ. I mean, that interception he threw in the Super Bowl, that was spot on. Not too many quarterbacks could have done that, but he did it. He did it. So I mean, that's all I'm saying. And so let's see. Play fake. He's looking. Dak's on the move. He threw it while he got hit. He got caught. So the ball didn't get back to the line because he got hit when he threw it there incomplete. 80 says, don't hate on McNabb. No, I love me some Donovan McNabb, 80s. No hate his way whatsoever. I'm just saying I would not. This is more on Jalen Hurts than anything, But Donovan McNabb, he was the man. He was the man. Because I look at the receivers he was throwing to before T.O. and after T.O., I don't think I could have did that. Todd Pinkston, guys like that, I mean, good guys. Freddie Mitchell, but they would not help my Madden team. All right, so look at that pass there completed across the middle there to CeeDee Lamb. That's going to be a first down for the Cowboys. He picked up about a good 13 yards on the play. So CeeDee Lamb, he is winning the battle today. All right, so first down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Got a couple tight ends, two receivers, one back in the backfield. Dak's up under center. Takes a snap, play fakes. Saints sending pressure. Dak's going deep. And, Michael Gallup with the unable to make the catch there. Incomplete. See, 420 says, defense have to play better. Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt about this. This is a bring your own defense type of game. As Eddie says, airing it out. There you go, airing it out. All right, so here we go. Prescott up under center. They toss it. Tony Pollard makes the first guy miss. Makes the second guy get. Now it's a foot race. Him and Williams. Who wants it more? Touchdown, Dallas. And so Tony Pollard with the 58-yard run that literally came out of nowhere just when you think that it's pointless to run the football. Tony Pollard takes it to the house. What about that? Wow. What a touchdown run. Did you see that, 80s? Did you see it? Did you see it? 420 says Tony Pollard. There you go. This is exactly why I wanted to pick this man up earlier in the year in my fantasy football league. Again, we got 16 people in our league, so I needed a back like that. Now, lately he's been kind of quiet, but still, he can make plays like that. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good. So the Cowboys extend their lead up 20-10 in this one in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Thanks to Tony Pollard and the 58-yard run. This Saints defense is not an easy defense to run on. Cowboys, they've been trying, and this time they finally found a crease, and they had the correct running back in the backfield, Tony Pollard, who took that one all the way to the house. How about that for the Cowboys? And just to recap now, the stats so far in this one for the Cowboys. I'll start with Dak Prescott, 22 of 31, 197 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's been sacked just 1 time in this one. On the ground, though, 13 carries for 111 yards now. And then you've got Tony Pollard with his 5 carries, 64 yards thanks to that 58-yard run. That's going to help the yards per carry average right there. Zeke also has 7 carries, 14 yards so far in this one. But, man, what a drive there by the Cowboys. Now they're going to kick things off here, and that should energize the defense of the Cowboys here. But we're going to see what the Saints can do offensively to try to score. It's going to be all on the shoulder of Taysom Hill. If they're going to continue to stay in this game, it's going to be up to him right now because he is their guy. He runs the football for them. He passes the football for him. I believe if he can throw to himself, he'd catch it as well. 420 says, who's better, Tony Pollard or Zeke? In my opinion, they're both specialists, but Tony Pollard can get you the big play. Zeke will get you the hard yards. And so I think that right now at this point, Tony Pollard is the better option. But I like both. I really like both. Like, I feel like you can't have one without the other. But if I had to pick, Tony Pollard right now. And that hurts because, Zeke went to Ohio State. So I want to say Zeke, but I just haven't seen it. I just can't back that one up. Braden says, who do you think has been the most disappointing player this season? The most disappointing player this season, I mean, well, if you check my Yahoo fantasy football app, they will tell you right now it's DK Metcalf because they drafted him early. But in terms of just overall, I would have to say most disappointing player. Let me think on that for a minute. But meanwhile, they're going to hand it to Mark Ingram. And Mark Ingram, he picks up a good 7-8 yards on the carry there. So now we've got a third down coming up, 3rd and 2. But the most disappointing player, if I honestly would have to say, it probably would be Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, probably most disappointing player because Carolina traded for this man and all like that, expected for him to come in. They thought that they could clear him of his ghost, that they could reinvent the man. And the man went down there and he looked like he'd never picked up a football before in his life. Like every game was a regression. He went from, okay, I'm average. Okay, I'm below average. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm stupid out there on the field. I don't know nothing. That's what he started looking like. That's what he started looking like. But meanwhile, Taysom Hill with a nice run off the left tackle for 23 yards. He even went airborne there, hurdled a guy and all like that. So how about that? That's how you get your feelings hurt if you're a defender. Let a gadget player hurdle you. That's going to hurt your feelings. But that's an excellent play right there, and it's working. Here we go, 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Hill, he's moving. Hill, he's looking. He's going to run again. He picks up 5 yards before going out of bounds there. So now we've got a 2nd and 5 coming up here for the New Orleans Saints. That's the old man says. Jones won AFC Offensive Rookie of the Month. Jackson won AFC Defensive Player of the Month. And you say Mac Jones definitely winning Rookie of the Year. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Old man says, I would say Curtis Samuel. He's not worth $10 million a year. I thought he was going to have a breakout year. And so I really thought about Curtis Samuel. I thought about Robbie Anderson too, because I was close to drafting him in my fantasy football league. I had him on my list. Luckily, fate did not allow me to make that mistake, but that would have been a big mistake. I'd have been really mad at Robbie Anderson this year. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill carries it again off the right side this time, and he picks up the first down again. They needed 6 yards. He got him 6 yards. So Taysom Hill, Mr. Do-It-Yourself, out there following his blocks and stuff. And my goodness, I feel like we have vintage Urban Meyer down there at UF out there calling the plays, or Lincoln Riley down there at Oklahoma. Like, this is just, wow. It's like the defense knows it's coming, but you just can't stop it. Again, we got just 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cowboys lead this one 20-10. Saints with the football right now, looking to try to get some more points. Hill takes the snap, steps up, throws it, incomplete. It's like I said, every time he throws the ball and the coverage is tight, the defensive backs have been able to get a hand on it. When he gets his completions, these guys are typically wide open. He's got to do better ball placement than that. He was a little bit behind there. You could have led in front. He had a position there. He did not put it out in front enough for the receiver to make that play. That's a play an NFL quarterback must consistently make. AD says most disappointing player. He didn't say Baker. I'm going to get to that comment in a second there, 80s. Meanwhile, we hand it to the back there. Let's see, that's Montgomery. Montgomery picks up a good solid 7 yards on the carry there. About 6-7 yards on that one. Third down coming up here. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up, and it's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So when we come back, we're going to be looking at 3rd and 2 from the Cowboys' 26-yard line. New Orleans trail 20-10. But they're driving it right now, trying to get some points here and make it a one-possession game. When we come back, it will be the start of the fourth quarter. So 80 says most disappointing player. He didn't say Baker. I'll say this, 80s. In order for me to say that Baker is the most disappointing player, that would mean that I have to have some type of confidence in Baker Mayfield. I had no confidence in Baker Mayfield heading into it. I just didn't see it. All I saw were excuses made for this man and the guy that had one average year and tremendous running backs around him to help him out. And then this year, it regressed. So the reason why he didn't make my list is not because he is the worst starting quarterback, no. But to be disappointed means you had expectations for someone. Those expectations for me did not exist for Baker Mayfield. So that's why I did not say Baker Mayfield. Let's see, 80 says, let's see JB do that jump in Madden. yeah. Let's see, 420 says, I'd rather have Tony Pollard over Michael Gallup. Our receiver core is good enough already. And so, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. I feel like that's a no-brainer at this point. You have to keep TP at this point. You got to. Let's see, Braden says, oh, man, yeah, he was supposed to be the number 2 receiver to McLaurin. And so, yeah, last game was really the only time where I looked and I said, okay, this is kind of how I thought that they were going to probably use Curtis Samuel. I know he was hurt for a lot of the time there, all that stuff. But, yeah, that was disappointing. Because when they signed him and they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick, I thought the Washington football team was going to be that kind of team with great defense and that, we're just going to go out there and just ball. I mean, Heineke does that to a degree, but I thought that, Ryan Fitzpatrick could probably, if not pick up where he left off with Miami, at least something similar to that. But, I mean, hey, we haven't heard from Fitz since then. So, at all. Let's see, Braden says, also Julio Jones has been injured a lot. And so for Julio Jones, I would not say Julio because I took him off my fantasy football board before the draft. I said, Julio's going to get hurt. The experts already said that there was a high percentage, like an 80% chance that he would get injured again. And so that's why when I did my projections for the Tennessee Titans before the season started, I had them at about, I think, 11 wins or something like that. Tennessee fans creamed me for doing that. But in my mind, I was like, Julio's going to get hurt at some point this season. I didn't wish that on nobody, but I said that's just the reality is Julio gets hurt a lot. And when he gets hurt, it is not just a one-time thing. He's going to stay hurt. So I took him off my draft board, and I was right about him. He continues to get hurt. Got one back in the backfield, play fake. Hill is sacked. So he is sacked on the play. He lost 11 yards on the play. I remember in the classic Madden games, they would always say, how do you lose that much yardage on one play? You should never lose that kind of yardage on one play. But the defense, that time, Micah Parsons, he said, I'm not falling for it. He says, I'm not falling for it. And he brought him down. Old man says, Baker is a bust, at best a backup quarterback. 80 says, I hope the Pats pick up Baker and the Ohio State gets Spencer Rattler. How dare you wish such a thing, 80s? That is terrible. I would not wish that upon my rivals. I wouldn't wish that upon Michigan. All right, so there you go. Punts on the way. All right, so we're going to get a fair catch there at the 4-yard line. So the Saints are going to they got their work cut out for them here. They've got their work cut out for them. I'm sorry, not the Saints. The Cowboys got their work cut out for them here. Starting off at their own 4-yard line here. So they're going to have to go to a course of 96 yards if they want to go a touchdown. But the good news is a long drive is exactly what they're hoping for right now. Be able to take some time off the clock and ultimately try to get into the end zone again and get some more points on the board. That's the game plan there, is to try to continue to work the clock and move the football here if you're the Cowboys. Let's see. Braden says Baker's an average quarterback at best. And so at best. Let's see. Old man says 420 tells Jerry Jones that so Gallup can come to New England Patriots. And so there you go. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. He said, I doubt Jerry Jones is smart enough. Got to speak to his son. You want something done, speak to his son. You say the lion is hungry. And so, yep, another wasted position. There you go. 420 says, Baker should be a third-string quarterback and practice squad. Yeah, practice squad for the Arena Football League. And so, as the old man says, what's funny is quarterbacks who can run get sacked more than the pocket quarterbacks because they're always trying to make moves in the backfield instead of throwing it away. In the history of the NFL, every quarterback that I can think of that could move the football and scramble and was still currently a scrambling quarterback, whether we're talking Mike Vick, whether we're talking Cap, whoever it was, the team never, ever went out of their way to address offensive line issues. They just said, you're fast, run away from the guy, and still make the perfect throw. But if you're a pocket quarterback, you would not see a team that had Drew Bledsoe quarterbacking go out there and not have top-notch offensive linemen ready to block for him. Or at least that was the idea going into the season, is that they'd be able to block for him because he could not run to save his soul out there. So he was a sitting duck. So those guys are always protected, always. They go the extra length to make sure that you have time to throw it. But if you can move, they're like, nah, just make something happen. You know, that little running around you like to do in the backfield, just do that a couple of times, then throw the football. It makes no sense to me. No sense. And so 420 says third string in a Pee-wee football team's practice squad. I can't think of nothing lower than that. You got it. I can't think of nothing lower than that. All right, but here we go. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, one back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back. And that's going to be a pickup of about maybe a yard or 2 on the carry. And that was Zeke on the carry, getting the hard yards there. Second down coming up. 2nd and 8 from their own 6-yard line. All right, so they're going to line up in the shotgun here. You've got 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. He takes a snap. Prescott. He throws it. And it is, did CeeDee Lamb catch that? I got a feeling it hit the ground, but did he catch it? Oh, wow, they say he caught it? Wow, okay, that's a nice catch then. They're hurrying up to the line there, but that's a 25-yard completion there. At their own 31-yard line now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Prescott up under center. He's making adjustments here. The defense sends 4. Play fake. Prescott. He throws it across the middle, and it's caught by Gallup there. Before he was twisted down there, and Gallup, let's see, he picked up about a good 9 yards on the play. That's the old man says 100% GMs need to learn the second most important thing on offense is the O-line. Absolutely. So they're going to hand it to Zeke, and look at Zeke get to the outside there before going out of bounds, picks up 10 yards on the carry. So there you go. Sometimes when you keep running and at first you don't succeed, try again. How about that? So Zeke got the nice 10-yard carry on the play. Took it to about the 42-yard line of the Cowboys. 1st and 10. 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And so let's see. 80 says, JB, please call OT. I can't do it. I think the Cowboys are going to close it here. Takes a snap. They're going to hand it to CD Lamb. CD, he picks up about 4 yards on that carry, on that end around, which is going to count as a short pass there. And so he picks up 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 6 coming up. They're in the Saints territory here at the Saints 44-yard line. I'm sorry, 46-yard line. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. You got your 3 receivers up top. Got Tony Pollard in. Got the tight end at the bottom of the formation. And Dak takes a snap. He's going to hand it to Pollard. And Pollard, he goes up the middle there, picks up 2 yards on the carry. And so 420 says, Cowboys, hurry up. Yeah, that was nice. Let's see, 420 says, what do you consider good running yards in a play? For me, it depends on like earlier in the down, as long as you're getting a minimum of about 3.5 yards, ideally, that's what you really want to get. Meanwhile, Dak, he throws the ball's tipped, incomplete. But yeah, as long as you're getting 3.5 yards on a carry or more, ideally with that, you'll be able to run it a couple times. Then one of those times you bust it for about 5, 6, 7 yards and get the first. So ideally about 3.5 yards a carry. All right, so here we go, 4th and 4. All right, so you've got the punt team out there. Again, we're here in the fourth quarter. Cowboys lead this one 20-10. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. Ball goes out of bounds there, so the Saints will be pinned at their own 13-yard line here in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. You got to feel like if you're the Saints, you have got to score on this drive if you're the Saints, because quite frankly, the way that you're moving the football, it's going to take a lot of time to go up and down the field, so you need to make sure you score now. If you're the Cowboys, that means you go out there and get a stop. Yes, the old man says, I think the Cowboys use the best of Zeke. At best, Zeke will be a top 20 running back sooner than later. And that sucks because he's one of my favorite running backs since he was going to Ohio State. Yep, no doubt about that. It hurts me to see that because I had such high hopes for him. Last time I was so excited for him. I thought he was going to be the second coming of like someone like in terms of his impact in the NFL, like what Eddie George had, in terms of just comparing him to former Ohio State running backs. I mean, he had the build, he had the speed back then, but a lot's changed since then. 420 wanted them to go for it, though. He said, go for it. It's the Saints. And so there you go. As Eddie says, JB said, Cowboys would put it away that drive. What happened? And so, hey, I'm saying they're going to put it away. They're not going to OT. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to OT. Let's see, 420 says he's got 720 yards or so, which is not that bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see, 420 says plenty of football to go. And so, yep, still plenty of football to go. 10 minutes and 21 seconds to be exact here in the fourth quarter. And so the Saints, we're going to see what they're made of here on this drive. Can they get some points here? Because if not, you don't want to get a football back to this Cowboys team right now. You don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and try to score, especially if they end up taking about 4 minutes or more off the clock, then you definitely want to make sure you end up scoring if you're the Saints. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun. Couple receivers here. Take the snap. They're going to hand it to Mark Ingram, and Ingram gets tackled back at the line of scrimmage. There's 2nd and 10 coming up again. Cowboys lead this one 20-10, and the Saints have the football right now. Let's see. Braden says, I think Zeke would be more worn down if they didn't have Pollard. I agree. At this point of his career, he certainly needs to have a guy like Pollard. It kind of reminds me of this situation here in terms of just how much they complement each other. Kind of got to think back to when the Falcons had Warwick Dunn and they had TJ Duncan, those two guys in the backfield, something like that. They were very dependent upon each other and they rode off of each other's success. And so just depending on what you needed, more of that power game, more of that quick pace game, both of those guys. So absolutely. Let's see, 420 says Zeke is top 7 in rushing yards. 420 says Zeke and Pollard is like Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb duo. Meanwhile, Hill, he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. So he threw that one for the Hills, guys, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. All right, so they're going to call holding on the offense there. So it's not going to matter because they're going to end up punting the ball. So just as quickly as they got the football, they're going to be giving it right back. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter. Cowboys lead this one 20-10, and the Saints are about to punt the football here from their own 18-yard line. Okay, punt's on the way. All right, we're going to get a return here by CeeDee Lamb. And Lamb takes it to about the 32-yard line before going out of bounds. Okay, so the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Here in the 4th quarter, 8 minutes and 57 seconds remain in this contest. Cowboys lead by 10, and they're going to be going back out there for offense when we come back from the commercial. All right, so far in this one, for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 25 of 35, 235 yards in this one, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, been sacked once. On the ground, Zeke is 9 carries, 26 yards. Tony Pollard, 6 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb also had a carry for 33 yards in this game as well. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Taysom Hill, 15 of 30, 156 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, been sacked twice in this one. On the ground, Mark Ingram, 10 carries, 28 yards. Taysom Hill, 9 carries, 87 yards, so averaging 9.7 yards a carry. Ty Montgomery, 4 carries, 21 yards. Deontay Harris, 1 carry, 3 yards in this one. And so 420 says, who's number 7 on the Saints? So Taysom Hill, he's what I like to call an athlete/gadget player with his true position. He was a tight end that was converted to a quarterback. So he plays tight end sometimes. He plays quarterbacks for them as well. He came in last year when Drew Brees was hurt, competed with Jameis Winston. Jameis beat him out for the job this year. But yeah, he's kind of that hybrid player of a tight end / quarterback. So he thinks he's a running back though. And that's what Sean Payton loves about him, though, the fact that he can use him and run and stuff like that. I mean, Sean Payton, he's been watching some of those Oklahoma games and watching Caleb Williams and stuff. He likes what he's seeing there, so he wants to incorporate that in his own offense. All right, so here we come back to the action here. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 32-yard line. All right, so we've got one back in the backfield here. Got 2 receivers, couple tight ends. Takes a snap, hands it to the back, and Zeke picks up about a good 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down coming up. .420 says the Saints are still garbage. All right, so we go in the shotgun. You've got 4 wide receivers on the play, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Dak's looking. Dak throws it. Incomplete. So Lattimore's been busy back there in coverage. I will say that. I would probably target someone else. But 3rd and 7 coming up. All right, so you've got 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 running back. Dak's making adjustments on the line here. 3rd and 7. All right, they take the snap. Dak steps up. Dak throws it. Picked off. He's picked off. I told him stay away from Lattimore. You keep playing with fire, you're going to get burnt. It's just common sense. There's certain guys where you have to know where they are. And he clearly has never heard of Lattimore before because he kept throwing it near him. Some guys, you just got to say, okay, I'm not going to test that guy that much. But you kept going at him? Come on, Dak. And then looking at that, I mean, that was a terrible pass there. Terrible pass. You said, did my guy fall? I mean, yeah, he fell because he was trying to come back to the football because that ball was not thrown on the money. I get it. You know, he got the defender got a hand inside of Dak's face, which ultimately probably disrupted where that pass was going to go. But because the pass was off the mark, the defender was in better position to make adjustments to that one. But hey, this is what the Saints needed right now to give them life. And so Taysom Hill, he's going to run. Surprise, surprise. He picks up 7 yards on the carry, though. It's effective. It's working. It's working. And so 420 says, watch this dude throw to Trayvon. And so absolutely. Absolutely. But right now, I mean, they're looking to just try to quarterback, run it all the way. It's what we call Tebowing in the NFL. Just trying to Tebow your way down the field. And look at that. A timeout called by the Saints here. They're going to need those timeouts later on now, but they've had to burn a timeout that time. That could come back to cost them. They've got 2 timeouts remaining here. 2nd and 3 at the Dallas 39-yard line after that turnover. AD says INT. AD says Michigan or Iowa. I'll be rooting for Iowa. It's about time the Hawkeyes get a Big Ten championship. I'll be going for Iowa. Of course, personally, I will not be watching the Big Ten championship game, but I will be rooting in heart for Iowa. Up, there's a penalty. There's a penalty. All right, so it's going to be on the offense. So it's going to back them up 5 yards there, the penalty against the Saints. Now we got 2nd and 8 coming up from the Dallas 44-yard line. Again, 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to work with. Brandon says, go Hawks. Meanwhile, look at that. Taysom Hill was hit. The ball, it came out. The ball, who has it? The Dallas Cowboys have it. That's Dallas football. It is Dallas football. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 420 says that's an L. So look at that. Oh, what a job that was to rip that ball out. It's going to be under review, but man, what a play. 80 says that does JB like Sean Payton? I'm actually pretty fond of Sean Payton. I am pretty fond of Sean Payton because my dad's a big Colts fan, and Sean Payton and them Saints, they beat the Colts. So I am definitely a big fan of Sean Payton. I just don't believe in this year's team right now up under Taysom Hill. So that is it. That is it. .420 says, DeMarcus, there you go. But that was definitely a big – I mean, I get the arm was coming forward, but he knocked that football out. 80 says the Tom Brady tuck rule. And so, Michael, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? We thought we were going to have to send the search party out for you. What's going on, man? How are you doing? How are you doing? And so, oh, man, look at that. They called it an incompletion. Look at that. I guess 80s was right. And so, Jill, what's going on with you? How are you doing? How are you doing? And so Jill says the Saints can't be having these mistakes at this point in the game. And so luckily that call is overturned. That is brand new life, but it's still 3rd and 8. So if the Saints want to come back, they're going to want to score on this drive. Hill takes a snap. Hill throws it. And the receiver dropped it. It hit him right on the arms there. You got to catch that, son. You got to catch it. You have to. But that's a big time drop there. So 4th down coming up. Let's see what the Saints do. .80 says no fumble, JB. 80 is waiting on that one. 420 says BS. 420 says he hit the ball first. And so 420 says BS rule. Not happy about that. And so 80 says, hi, Michael. We were worried. We were wondering where you were at. Yeah, because Michael's usually the first one here. It felt different when I saw another, I believe it was Braden was first, I think. It was the first one on the stream today. But meanwhile, Hill with the big-time completion to Harris for the 1st down. Picked up 12 yards and a 1st down for the Saints. Now they got 1st and 10 at the Dallas 32-yard line. What a close throw that was. A tight window, a closing window, but he fit the football in there. He picked the perfect time to be spot on with that pass. Great job. And so Michael says he's late. And so there you go. Brayden says, who do you think wins, Georgia versus Alabama? I think Georgia wins this time around. I really believe Georgia wins. Auburn showed a formula to beat it. Meanwhile, Taysom Hill is picked off. He's picked off. He threw that pass right to him. What was he doing? Was he hit on the play? What happened? Someone show me a replay. Show me a replay. He threw that pass right to him. Did he think he was a cowboy for the moment? What happened? All right, show me a replay here. What happened? All right, so he threw it. And okay, so his hand got hit. Oh man, that was. How about that? So second time his hand gets hit. Referee got him out of 1, but he can't get him out of 2 jams. That's a big time turnover. Big time turnover. But yeah, I got Georgia winning that one versus Bama. But here we go. Dak up under center, 1 back in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Dak takes it. He tosses it to the back. Pollard is looking. Pollard picks up about a good 5-6 yards on a carry. We've got 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Michael says, I forgot about the football game tonight. Michael. 420 says, bruh. Let's see, 80 says, first down, JB, stick that in your Bojangles. Well, I tell you what, 80s, the Bojangles is looking very nice right now. Thank you very much. 420 says, weak hit stick. All right, so here we go to the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Dak takes a snap. Saints with the pressure. He got hit while he threw it. Oh, was that picked off? Was it picked off? They're saying out of bounds, incomplete. That was close. These quarterbacks have got to protect the football. You should be running the football right now. Brandon says, I thought Hill was Steve Young. Yeah, right? Old man says, yeah, that's not on Hill, just bad luck. And so there you go. 3rd and 5. Again, out of the shotgun. 420 says, I thought he was going to throw it. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Saints showing pressure. Saints sending pressure, but it's picked up wonderfully, and Dak just throws it away. I'm not sure what he saw there, quite honestly. I mean, the offensive line did a great job. I saw the Saints send like 6 guys, and what I witnessed was something that was like a miracle. I saw 5 Cowboys pick up 6 guys, and yet he still just threw the ball away. He had time. I mean, he could have ran or something. But incomplete. So the Saints will get the football here at 5 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. I mean, I'm not one to say a miracle's not possible, but if they're going to get back in this one, they've got to score, and they've got to score quick. They've only got 2 timeouts to work with. There's going to be a penalty on this one, so let's see what the referees say. Old man says, 18 Steve Young threw a lot of picks when he was with the Bucks. 420 says, no roughing the passer. And so, yeah. And so let's see. Braden says, oh, man, true. And so there you go. 80s. You're going to see my team Monday night, though. You're going to see my team for sure Monday night. Oh, man says, that's the main reason the Bucks traded him. But Hill's definitely not Steve Young. All right, but again, the score is Dallas 20, Saints 10. So they're down by a touchdown and field goal. You think back to earlier in this game when the Saints missed their field goal early in the game. They had the chance to get the first points of the game, but they missed that field goal. Will that field goal come back to haunt them? They already had to burn 1 timeout, so they're working with 2 timeouts here, so they're already down a timeout. And, yeah, that field goal earlier, they're really feeling the pain right now as they're down 10 points. Out of the shotgun, Hill takes a snap. Hill throws it to Montgomery. Montgomery picks up 13 yards on the play. So now they've got 5 minutes and 10 seconds to work with. We've got a Cowboys defender currently down right now. That's Lewis. He's being looked at by the medical staff. Let's see what happened. Oh, you hate those non-contact injuries. I mean, you hate injuries in general, but those non-contact injuries, that's the one that you really have to watch out for. 420 says, never mind, I thought he was thrown. 420 says, Dak, what are you doing? And so 80 says 3 and out. Jill says, the way the Cowboys are playing, the Saints are still in this game. And so they have got to score something. They've got to score something within the next 2 minutes. Save yourself that 2-minute warning. You got your 2 timeouts, and preferably get a touchdown. Because if you end up getting a field goal or something like that, when you got like less than 2 minutes left to go, you have to take the onside kick route. Nobody wants to take that route there, but it's still possible. It's still possible. But you got to protect the football. Hill cannot be turning the ball over. All right, so we made the excuse for him last time. Let's see what he does. Hill takes a snap. Hill going deep. Hill picked off. Picked off again. His third interception of the game. What are you doing? What are you doing? He threw it right to Diggs. Right to him. What is he thinking? This ain't Madden, son. You can't hit that pass. What in the world? Look at that. He tried the great Diggs. You should already know your scouting report on Diggs to begin with. You don't just come in there and throw some half thought out pass like, oh, I'm just going to throw it there. No. Too much is on the line. This is Saints. The Saints fans deserve better than that from the quarterback position. 80 says there wasn't a receiver in the state, but there was certainly a defensive back there. That's for sure. Let's see. Old man says Dak turned into Sam Baker on that play. That's a terrible combination. Meanwhile, they run the ball up the middle now. So now they're going ahead and run the ball here. That's Zeke. Picked up about a good 3 yards on the carry. Let's see. 420 says Diggs. Diggs, he went up there. He went up there and got it. Braden says Hill threw another pick. And so, yeah, he's thrown 3 interceptions in this game. 3 interceptions. You cannot be reckless with the football. You just can't be. 420 says he threw it right to Diggs. Right to him. You could not have thrown a better pass. 420 says he sold the game. But here we go. 2nd and 7. They're going to hand it to Zeke. Zeke's looking. Zeke picks up about another good 3 yards on the play. So now you've got the Saints. They're burning a timeout here. That is their final timeout. That's huge. You're down 2 possessions. It's 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Your quarterback has already thrown 3 interceptions to his 1 passing touchdown. He's very effective running the ball, but given the fact you've got no timeouts, you need to preserve time. You need the passer aspect of Taysom Hill. And so Project Hill is not designed to bring you back 2 touchdowns by passing it, not with 4 minutes and 33 seconds and no timeouts. So they're going to need a turnover. They're going to need something. They're going to need something, a kick return or something. Brady says you cannot throw a ball in the coverage like that. Here we go, 3rd and 5. They're going to toss it to Lamb. And Lamb, oh, what a hit. He's going to be short of the first down there, about a good 2-3 yards short there, and Williams delivered the hit there. So the Saints will have an opportunity to get the football back here, and we'll see what they can do with it. But if you're the Cowboys, you did a plenty on that one. You did plenty. You used up all their timeouts there. So now they're not going to have a single timeout to work with. So they've got to score, and then they got to kick an onside kick and try to score again. That's asking a lot. All right, so there goes the punt team for the Cowboys. Punt's on the way. Fair catch symbol. Caught at the 13-yard line of the Saints. Let's see, old man says, Michael Thomas, yeah, I'm definitely pulling an AB in the off season. Good old Michael Thomas, man. I was really hoping to see him this year, not going to lie. Jill says, Saints need to invest in a quarterback next draft. The sad part is, because I was trying to think, because I really felt the Saints do need a quarterback to draft. But I got to see how you guys are in terms of salary cap, because you guys may end up needing to draft, spend that position elsewhere. And, it's kind of tough because you already got Jameis Winston coming back next year. The money that they have set aside for Taysom Hill, if he does play the quarterback role, that's a lot of money to invest in someone to be your backup quarterback. They kind of got a lot of guys in the roster there. They need to clear those guys out first. Meanwhile, Hill, he's running for his life, and he slides. He slides. They're looking for a penalty, and I don't see a penalty there. So the clock continues to run. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. The Saints cannot stop the clock. 2nd and 3. Takes the snap, throws it, and it's completed. So that's going to be a nice first down there. The clock continues to run, though. They're at the 33-yard line. They're on 33-yard line. But yeah, in terms of through the draft, though, it would be tough to find a quarterback that can come in and play next year. I don't like the quarterbacks that are the prospects for next year. I don't think they can come in and have a year one type of impact. If anything, maybe 2-3 years down the road, for sure. And in terms of getting a free agent, though, getting someone like Aaron Rodgers, I doubt Aaron Rodgers is going to take some type of discount. I doubt he's going to take a discount. Let's see. 420 says you throw it to Trevon Diggs. When there's a game in the line, you don't do that. So 420 tried to warn him. And so Rodgers to New Orleans next year. Yeah, I don't see that happening because I'm worried about the salary cap for the Saints. That is my biggest question. Meanwhile, is that an interception right there? He just threw again? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is the man you just gave that big contract to. This is the guy. What is he smoking out there? I mean, what is he doing? We want Trevor Siemian in. It's that bad. We want Siemian in. That's what they're saying down there. That's terrible. That's terrible. Let me see this again. He threw it right to him. He threw it right to him. Bruh. That's crazy. I tell you what, though. I mean, I'm hoping for the Saints that you guys can land someone like an Aaron Rodgers. That would be nice. That would be nice. But, man, I mean, this ain't it. This ain't it. So the extra point is up and good. And so the Cowboys lead 27-10 with that interception. 4 interceptions thrown by Taysom Hill in this one. Taysom, they're about to leave him at the hill with 4 turnovers in this one. I mean, look at that. He didn't even have to jump that high. It was literally right in front of him. He had no choice but to catch it for his own protection because that ball would hit him in the face. That's how perfect the pass it was to him. That's crazy. 420 says, no, not Mike. So this is wild, guys. Like this is wild. Somebody contact Drew Brees. Let's bring him back. Somebody contact Drew Brees and say, hey, bro, we need you. We need you. 420 says, bro's got to air it. So I know 420's loving this one. 80 says the Saints should trade for Baker Mayfield. Really? Things are never that bad, 80s. They're never that bad. If either one of those are the only 2 options you got, your job is up at the end of the season either way. Either way. Let's see. 420 says he got intercepted by a D lineman. And so that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. We want Trevor. 420 says that's an L. 4 INTs already. And so let's see. Braden says Hill is more completion to the defense than his receivers. That's wild. Meanwhile, we have a Cowboys player right now that's down right now. I didn't get to look at the number to see who it was, but certainly hoping that he's okay. Let's see. Meanwhile, 80s with the super chat here. Appreciate you, 80s, for the super chat there. You say, JB, I hope the ink isn't dry on that contract for T. Hill. They need to rip it up. There was no reason to pay a gadget player that kind of money. You just don't do it. Until you at least got to wait until the project works first, is all I'm saying. I mean, I got nothing against the kid. Nothing against the kid. You know, I'm happy for him because given that where he's at in his career age-wise and just what he was prior to this whole Project Hill thing, you know, this is good for him. This is good for him. It makes Sean Payton feel like, hey, I got something the defense has to worry about, something that they're not used to seeing. I get that. I get that. But to overpay for what you think he can be as opposed to what he is, you don't do that. You just don't do that for a team that was already struggling when it came to the salary cap last year. You just don't do that for a guy who's only going to go out there and maybe get you, if you're lucky, a total of maybe 500 yards for the season, 500-600 yards, unless he goes out there and quarterbacks, and then it's maybe about 8, 9, about 12, no more than 1,500 at most. Not worth it. Bad investment. Bad investment. Meanwhile, Hill's looking. He throws, almost picked off again. That's it. That's a wrap. We want Trevor. Put Trevor in. All right, let me see. I know I skipped a couple of these comments here. Let's see. Braden says, okay, I already read that one. Let's see. Jill says, imagine what Drew Brees thinks while watching this game. Hey, this only further enhances Drew Brees' legacy. But let's see what your boy Taysom Hill can do here. You got to do something here. Got to do something positive here. I'm hoping he goes out there and does something good here. Let's see. Hill takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it right down the middle. Look at the receiver. The receiver putting in work. He's turning on the Jets. He still has not been touched. Look at him. Oh, look at that. He's going to take it all the way there. So what would have been a regular 5-yard completion, the wide receiver put in the work. Dante Harris with the 70-yard run. He caught it at the 5 yards, and he did the rest of the work. How about that for the Saints? Is it enough to win this game? Probably not, but it's a good play for Harris. That's what you got to do. When the quarterback, is struggling, help him out. Go out there and make life easy for him. Go out there and make some plays. That's what you got to do. Old man says, Hill trying to become the new Carson Wentz. Kicks on the way. Extra point attempt is good. So now it's a 10-point game, and we're fully expecting to see an onside kick attempt. And so, in terms of how he got hurt, I don't know how he got hurt, but he definitely, guys were down there, show their respects and stuff. So definitely hoping that he was okay, though, because I didn't actually see how he got hurt on that play, but definitely hoping that he's okay. Let's see. Jill says, they kneel to show respect to the injured players. And so absolutely. 420 says, that doesn't even matter anymore. Let's see. Braden says, he finally hit a receiver. And so 420 says, it's not over yet. He says, it's not over yet. But, the receiver was so happy he finally got the ball. He just took off, and he was saving that speed all game long. That's that run that says, I'm going to let my frustration out for how this game is going. Look at that. Michael Irvin on the sideline there. Looks like Michael Irvin is trying to tell Dak to throw him the ball. Dak's like, you're not in the game. Like, I can't throw you the ball. All right, let's see. Onside kicks on the way. It's touched by the Cowboys, and it's recovered, I believe, by the Cowboys. So with no timeouts and stuff, all they got to do is just go out there, run, go to the 2-minute warning. After that, go ahead and get your couple more carries and take this one to the house. You got a W, a much-needed W. The Cowboys will advance to 8-4. That's huge right now. All right, let's see. Where am I at right now? All right, so here we go. Dak's up under center. We've got one back in the backfield here, one receiver, multiple tight ends here. And we're going to hand it to the back. And so look at that. Look at Zeke. He's so happy about the win. Zeke went invisible for a second and somehow got to the line, guys. Like, I don't know how that happened, but he picked up the necessary yards for the first down, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And so let's see. 420 says 8-4. Absolutely. Let's see. Jill says, your commentary is so good, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And meanwhile, we're currently at the 2-minute warning, so it's a good time to say that the next stream that I have will be taking place Saturday for college football. That's right. We're going to be looking at the early slate of games here. We're looking at the Pac-12 championship, not the Pac-12, the Big 12 championship there. We're going to be looking at Oklahoma State versus Baylor in that one. That's the game I'm looking forward to right there for the Big 12 championship. Baylor, Oklahoma State. We're going to be watching that one. Let's see, 420 says, feels nice. Feels so nice. And so, gotcha. Let's see, Jill says, I watched your Jets coach stream. Thought I would check in again. I'm glad I did. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, I remember that stream right there. I thought we were about to see something crazy, though, happen, though, in that one. I mean, that's when, Mike White started off the game, but that Josh Johnson, when he came in and when he finally got going, hey, I thought we were about to see a crazy comeback to talk about for the ages in that one. But I appreciate you for coming through again. Meanwhile, Dak's going to go out there and take a knee. So the Cowboys are going to take a knee the rest of the way, guys. And so that's going to be final. The Cowboys have won this matchup 27-17. The real storyline in this one is that for the Saints, Taysom Hill went out there through 4 interceptions. Referee called back one of those fumbles, and he went back later on, turned the ball over again. You got to protect the ball. Now, when the Saints – like before the pressure got on for them to pass the ball, because Taysom Hill, he did some good stuff. He did some good things in this one. He did run the ball 11 times for 101 yards, averaging 9.2 yards per carry. So that aspect of his game was pretty good. So I imagine for the Saints from here on out, they're going to want to utilize that. They're going to want to utilize, obviously, Alvin Kamara when he comes back and stuff like that. But, when they need him to be a pure passer, that's when he struggled, and it just came apart. Now, obviously, he hurt his hand. We'll see how that hand continues to look. He's going to have some extra couple of days to recover from that. But absolutely for the Saints, though, scoring 17 points, compared to what we saw lately, that's better, but it's still not where they need to be right now as a football team. And falling to 5-7, given the talent on this team, that's disappointing because right now they're just a quarterback away, and that's what's really hurting them right now, the quarterback position. And so, but there you go. That's the final knee of the game right there. So this one's going to conclude. This one's going to conclude. Let's see. 80 says, I just spotted JB on the Cowboys sideline. As if. And so 420 says 5-7. And so let's see. 420 says, good to know we're getting better. That's why you guys are getting healthier and getting better in 8-4, this is the time of the year where you really want to start getting healthy so that guys can continue to build that chemistry, get that confidence going before playoffs hit. Big win for the Cowboys there. Let's see. 80 says, thanks for doing the stream, JB. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming through, 80s. As always, and all of you guys, thank you guys so much for coming through and all the support. Really appreciate you guys for joining me here for the stream. It's final now. The Cowboys have won 27-17. The next stream I'm going to be doing is going to be Saturday, Baylor versus Oklahoma State. And then, obviously, I'll be streaming Sunday Night Football as well. That'll be the next NFL game that I will be streaming. 420 says, this Cowboys team is what I've been waiting to see for a while. Definitely soak it all in, 420, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Jill says, I can't wait to see what happens in the AFC West. My projection is that the Chiefs go on to win the division in the AFC West. And as for that, I think that it's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. I want to say the Chargers. I still want to say the Chargers second because the Raiders, I feel like right now, it's going to be either the Chargers or the Raiders going to finish second. Right now, the way the Chargers have been playing, I think that they can still finish second because, the Raiders, I feel like losing Henry Ruggs, that was big for them. And so, Deshaun Jackson, when he has a good game, the Raiders will look good. But when he doesn't, I'll go ahead and say Raiders finish second, though, because, the Chargers, they've been up and down. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out as well. Let's see. Old man says, another great stream. JB, see you Saturday. Let's go Ohio State. Let's go Patriots. All the way. Hey, I cannot wait for the Patriots stream as well next Monday night versus Buffalo. That one is going to be a big one. I'm definitely going to be amped up for that one for sure. But, yeah, Saturday's going to be a great day. Appreciate you. You guys take care. Have a great night. And I appreciate you guys. Braden says, awesome stream, man. But thank you so much for coming through again. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night. Jill says, thank you for the great stream. I'll be back for sure. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate you. Again, if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you guys are subscribed. And with that being said, thanks again for joining me again for this stream. You guys have a great night. And hey, tomorrow's Friday. Enjoy yourselves and stuff, and look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care.